be in tow. My section is probably going to be short lived. I don't have a whole heck of a lot that I can do, but I have a lot that can. I have a bunch that can be done, but I'm gonna keep it somewhat short because the whole goal of what we're doing right now is to gather intel to try to find out like next move, try to see who the leaders are, maybe um, anything else that might pertain to like help maybe get an advantage or disadvantage. Then get the heck out of here, back to green. That way we can figure out what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna grab some dice because I left my dice at home. I was in a hurry. I was like, oh crap! I almost forgot my character sheet and everything and my handbook. And I'm like, oh crap! So I grabbed it and didn't even grab the dice sitting right next to it.
Kind of sorted all my dice.
Freaking A.
These are all my D8s. These are all my D10s. Oh.
And cool die 20.
And then there, all the rest of the random ones are. So, help yourself. I've got a few here. That one's pretty good tonight. On the dice tower, they don't roll all over the place.
I like the.
Oh, you like that?
I like the sound of the.
Should I get you? Should I grab a towel or something? Roll all over the place.
This one, so you're like, oh, I got a 16. 24. I get a better chance since it's a die 30. If I roll like a 25, I'll be like, a 19 plus 4 is a 23.
Get a 42.
Get a 42.
There you go. That should help keep them from rolling all over the place.
Put these here so we can share them.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's on fire. That one's pretty good. I'll leave that one for Brennan.
That
one might be my low die,
Our recap
Oh,
for today,
Jesus.
2 weeks ago. Don't roll them all out at the beginning of the session,
I know, 2020 and a 3. Next time I'm like, I'm going to intimidate him 4.
2 weeks ago, we convened to our game that had happened 2 weeks prior to that. So far, we're on a bye-week schedule, which is not bad. I would like to continue playing for after week, but this also works for me. So, we started with you guys in Greenest. You had been charged to go find a low-level commander. Brought him back. You questioned him. You a ton of information, but he did offer you greater camp location. Initially, you believed that this was your best way there. You ended up. So he is rotting in prison right now. Didn't get any of benefit that you had offered. In the meantime, while to get that information, finding from it, of course, you took a mission to go protect Sanctuary, Temple of Chontia. That took up the bulk of the session, where there was a fight, which went very well. You ended up getting inside. Priestess, she, along guys, ushered everybody who back to the secret tunnel. They're all safe. In the meantime, Escobar and his troops, farmers, ended up taking care of the threat at the flour mill, or the grain mill, and that was a really big problem for them. Ended up finding out later from a cultist that that was, but you didn't know that at the time. You considered it a serious threat. After all this happened in Greenest, it was more. The sun was up. You've been awake since 3 a.m. if I remember. Attack. You decided to follow the trail that the cultists and kobolds and following to get out of town, and you found it relatively easy. You ran into a band of stragglers. They were all kobolds. I don't know if bluff your way through is the right way of putting it, but that essentially cross. And then the actual scattered it out. Actually got a pretty impressive nat ranger. Way to go, Smeargoff. That gave you a lot of information. Camera angle here. Oh, I shut it off again. It's very far from Chris. If you don't mind, would you like to be my guy? For the time being, Brendan will eventually adopt that, and you can rules as lawyer.
How did you do that?
On the little camera down in the bottom, there's a to it physically. So that tiny.
Yeah.
You click on that. Ever. That.
Okay.
So right now we're on the correct.
That's how we toggle.
That's correct.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So when it comes to cultist camp, kind of entered from this area. Well, you can enter, and I'm realizing this is very, very hard to see. This is the edge of the camp. It's basically drawn out. This is 70 feet above the ground. So this area here is 70 feet. There's a gradual entrance here that is much lower down slopes. Came in through here. There is a guard tower manned by kobold. By and large, one kobold did, but when he made mention of kobolds, they ignored him, wobbling over. Another guard tower here. One's manned by men. Not sure exactly what kind. No alert has been raised on your entry. Cultist camp. Everybody seems in a bit of disarray. They don't seem to be wearing their cultist garb. As you were walking through, past the area that's mostly kobolds, prison. You ended up convincing the guards that Duthmer, Cleric Dwarf, is a prisoner, and that you had captured him. They're current. Made your way through the mercenary area of camp, where they were mostly gambling and getting, and moved on to a portion of the camp, mostly cultists. Other cultists, because of their regalia. They have, some of them have masks, all have cloaks. However, at the moment, they're not wearing those. They're only wearing like the black underclothing, as they have doffed cultist garb in favor of more comfortable clothing for the while they are no longer being required to do anything cult related. That's where you Bergoff and I'm gonna have to remind myself. Terran. Bergoff and Terran are in a camp, in a cultist tent, rather mid-sized one. You had some conversation with a particular cultist in there. His name is Kinnear. Page on my notes. Kinnear revealed to you that he is dragon wing. I don't know what that means yet, but he's a dragon wing. You can see that his cloak is noticeably more interesting decorated. He has greeted you with the praise Tiamat.
Okay.
So he's also referred to you guys as fundamentalists, because when you, specifically when Aaron said, praise the undead dragon, he responded, so you're one of the fundamentalists then. You had a little bit of conversation about that. He mentioned the name. Back to me. We'll ignore that for the moment. I remember. He mentioned a name and said that he, this guy had reinterpreted prophecy, and that the prophecy is no longer about raising Draco Liches. You would know Draco Lich as Undead Dragon. I think that's pretty common knowledge. It's okay if you want that meta. That's your call. Kinnear said that this man, Severin, the name came back to me. Severin, the one reinterpreting the prophecy, has determined that it's no longer about undead dragons, living dragons. So he also get the chance to roll and believe. Kinnear does not like this sign. This is praise Tiamat. He gave you this one, praise Tiamat. He mentioned that in your conversation.
Okay.
That's weird. Why did that just happen?
Did we drop?
Can you still hear us?
Yeah. Actually, I think Brennan joined.
Ben joined. Oh. Wondering what happened. Hi, Brennan.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. There's going to be a little bit of echo, but we can't hear you.
That's cool.
So I apologize for the echo. I'm going to have to work that out going forward. Are you on the way here?
Yeah, I'm on the way.
Sweet. Well, good news is I'm still in the recap. I'm telling you about what happened last week. I'll go over a little bit of it again. I was talking about Kinnear. He revealed to you that he was a dragon wing. He gave you the praise Tiamat with 2 down. He was talking about Severin, the dirty re-prophecy, who first 5 fingers up, says that the world will be praised. Excuse me, the world will be ruled by living dragons. Oh, you're recognizes you as fundamentalists and that you have the right.
Show it
Undead dragons.
forward? Or did he show it backwards?
Like this. I'm just bad at. It's like live long and prosper. I can't. But
I'm all about that. I can do the original West Side.
I can't do it. So that's where we stand currently. Leaving Smirgoff and Aaron in the tent. Now, I think we ought to move to Uthmer, who is currently prison. That sounds
Okay, so just to give you guys a little bit of background here. So Dan and I talked a little bit about my situation. So do your job, Chris.
no, it's okay.
Do your job.
You're
Chris.
really the rules lawyer for me. You're the backup DM.
So we were discussing because after the last session, I realized, hey, you guys threw me in a jail, but do I still have all my stuff? Because in all honesty, they're not gonna let you throw me into a jail with a long sword, a adventures pack, and like everything known to man. So, I think we agreed on the fact that I'm gonna split my stuff up between you guys for the time being. That way, it's not being held in like a central holding area. Therefore, you guys are actually carrying like my long sword, my shield, and like my pack, everything, which should not encumber you at all. But that way, at least my stuff is safe until hopefully I get out, which is no problem for me. I don't mind being.
Did you say you want that with the gear with them or out of camp?
I want gear. I don't really want to sit out of camp. A lot of patrols out there. I don't want. But I think they get. In all honesty, they should not be by it because.
Okay.
They shouldn't be encumbered by it because my, like the longsword is 3 pounds. My scale mail's the heaviest at 45 pounds. But I mean, I really don't think you guys would be by it at all if you guys had to hold on to my.
No, I think I can hold up to 75 pounds.
Yeah, so your encumbered weight, like my encumbered weight's 180 pounds.
Same.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys can carry all my stuff with no encumberment at all, so you guys can still have your safety. We discussed that because I was like, if we don't do that, I'm gonna have to make some kind of a deception check to make to make it like look like when you threw me in there, we're gonna deceive them. But my charisma and everything like that, there is just no way in hell, that I feel comfortable with rolling a dice to figure out if I make exception. On my luck, it's like 13 or 15, which means I'm gonna have to roll in the upper 75% to even get it because I have a -1 to my. So. Brian, what's up?
Hey, when you get close, let me know, Brendan. I'll run up and open the gate. We had a snafu where the calves tried to get out, so we're going to keep it a little locked down more than last time. Okay.
So I am game to go whenever you're ready. My section should take just enough time for Brendan to get here, and then we can continue onward.
I smelled something. Bad idea.
I was trying to diffuse
Start
the light.
melting your shit.
Trying to diffuse the light.
Starting to burn down this place.
I was like,
Let's go.
I smell something.
Something doesn't smells like burnt. Something.
I'm just adding to the smell of the place.
Yep.
I've dehydrated peppers. I've made tomato sauce. I cooked goat chops this morning with blueberry sauce. It was
Nice. Ooh.
I told Brendan all about it at work. Okay. Toothmar, we open up with you in prison company. I have a
Wait. Oh,
you
come
probably
on.
want to see it, but you're not allowed to yet.
Come on.
Oh, come on. Mind switching?
Yeah. Stealing cam.
Sounds so official when I say right. Here.
I did. Okay. I was gonna say, what is going on here? Alright, so I'm in there.
Alright. Time for me to lay out some tokens. These currently are commoners
Okay.
that you can tell are prisoners.
Okay.
There is a disproportionate, and so this number is not numerically correct. I said there were 35 people.
Right. We can just.
Something like that, right? Yeah. The main idea I want to get across is that there are more women and children than there are men.
Okay.
These are the two guards outside. And now that you're inside, you also realize oh, sorry. I also want to
Doomies.
yes, your homies, your homeboys have joined you like right away. They came right up to you. So I made these out of those are binder clips. For the
Oh,
bases.
nice.
I figured this out the other by accident.
Oh yeah, you took the metal out of them. Oh, perfect.
That
Got a car.
these are poles over a short fence
Okay.
right here. They are strung up.
So that short fence is 3 foot high.
That
You gotta
is-
remember, I'm a dwarf. A short fence for a dwarf is like 2 foot.
That's right. Short in a human perspective, we'll say it's about 5 feet tall. All of the fences have spikes
Okay.
inserted. I would say they're inserted rather than like straight up. So basically, once you get the lay of the land a little bit, you realize that there are 3 guards that you.
Okay, so this gate is you can see through the thing.
That's
Like a
correct.
chain, like or a portcullis type thing. Gotcha. 10 foot.
Could I get a perception check from you?
Yep. Not very good. 9.
Okay, so everything else was passed. The pawn, this guy, and this lady. Yeah. Sorry, I pointed at the wrong ones. The pawn, this lady, and this lady are. They appear to be on their last breath. You have a
Okay.
man here, seems to be in much better condition. He is breathing, he's alert, and this guard seems to be aimlessly strolling back and forth as if he's only looking to see there is anybody trying to. I would say you were able to see this because the area in the compound is a little bit. So you can see this is a downslope. You're able to see that.
Okay.
Around you, these walls are at least 6 feet tall. They're taller than this subdivision. That makes sense?
Gotcha.
So you consequently couldn't see these two guards, and you really can't see the side of the main fence. It is held in place with multiple logs that are inserted into the ground, like fence posts. And then there are smaller timbers, like small trees that were. This is a pretty strong fence. I'd say that's all you get with that. Quite a lot, but there's a lot to see.
How is the gate? Is it like a lock and key, like locked in? Is it like a swing door? Can I tell?
I would say it swings on a hinge, which side doesn't matter. Same thing with.
Okay.
And there is we call it a board that sits in place.
So therefore, he is in power of opening and closing that.
Correct.
Lock.
Yep.
Okay.
The one in the subdivision is power over the lock. On that side, you don't have access to, at least that you know. And same thing on the outside of the compound. Arrow of a board that slides up and down.
Okay. So obviously the guards outside can lock in,
Correct.
but no one can get out.
That's a pretty heavy gate. Well, it's.
Gotcha.
So I would say that it is correct to assume that these are 5-foot squares. Ignore what I wrote there because I apparently did that before. Determined how tall it was going to be.
Oh, you said 15.
Didn't I say 6?
No, you said 15 to the end.
Oh, okay.
You said 15.
Okay. I will go with that.
Spikes.
I don't want to accidentally. Anyway, that aside, you get the point. It's a tall fence.
All fans.
It's not. I mean, it doesn't exactly look like it like built so people.
Oh, good lord.
The dwarves come up to you, and they're asking you.
I am Duthmer of Clan Forge Bar. Is anybody injured?
Nobody is in.
What are you doing?
The old man dwarf speaks up. He's got gray hair.
I'll address him.
Young bucks are mostly. They aren't young. They're still like adult, but they're just not. They silent. You asked him.
And the captain here are injured. And say the same for the ones lashed to the poles.
Why are they in? What's different?
Do not know. I assume there's some purpose for them. I haven't discovered it yet. This really troubles me. If only we could get that one man down.
Gestures. Shape.
I think he could help us. He's a harper. That's much I have figured out.
Okay. I'm not with this cult. We're with we're here to pick you out.
Really? How do you expect that? Anybody has tried before?
Not me.
Yes, clearly. What is your plan? Hush, keep it quiet. Guards hearing. In fact, don't let the other commoners might panic or let slip if
My plan is. I will let you know when you need.
very mysterious. And what makes you trust you? met Dwarven kind. Never met you before. I know what you're.
If you want out of here,
Persuasion check.
Pass.
Very well then. You seem to know exactly what you're talking about. Please keep me in the loop. Listeners and quite well. Here for a few weeks. Just came from your town. A handful of women and children brought recently. Hey.
can you?
The young guys kind of crack their knuckles loudly, and he says,
Yes, we are.
How many dwarfs are?
4, including you. Just you 4
So
dwarves.
me and 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. The rest is made up out of 1 half-orc man and 2 half-elf men, 10 human men and women, and 8 human. This is definitely way.
Okay. So I don't want to do that. Out of here. I start.
If you're concerned about how many people there overpower the guards if they haven't tried so yet, if a lot of women and children were concerned they
Somberly.
Do you have any help outside? Are you alone?
They're outside, but they're in the bar, freaking drinking. They're in the bar drinking. Do you know? What do you know about this cult?
I know about the cult. They seem to be obsessed with dragons. That much is clear. You can see it in their clothing. They say things like, "Hell, the Dragon Queen," and "Praise Tiamat." I would only assume this is cult of the dragon. I had thought they had fallen into legend. Long time since anything happened with cult of the dragon. Thought they didn't exist anymore. Maybe they were made up to frighten children. Apart from that, I'm not very sure. I know that there's treasure involved because they were raiding my town. They raided.
Allow me to turn the page. He says he knows at least that Iriabor and Easting have been raided, and he has a suspicion that
Greenest has been raided. We just came from there. Do you know where their next target may be?
That I do not know, but I imagine if you were to gain sort of advantage over one of the cultists, you might be able to get information from them. You know, the young ones and the ones of lower level are looser. They are not as disciplined in the ways of the cult. At least I'd assume that. Oh, I would run a cult. Oh, not really. I would want no one.
Let me. It's fairly similar, but it's packed. Wouldn't all 3.
when Brennan gets to the driveway, I'll take 5, run up there, get back. And then I think I'll preheat the oven for the pizza now.
So really don't want to. but I might have a way of engaging out.
Well, you could always consult your newest allies on what they think. Been here a while. Also, if you, I don't know how different the rules are. You have my 5e handbook here if you need confirmation on that. I've got D&D Beyond behind us, of course.
Well, just going off of normal stuff. I mean, this is a high wall. It's well, as long as
Yeah,
so if I do something to attack or if I do something to hit this guy, he yell.
that's a safe assumption.
So
I apologize, the tokens don't look so great from the ceiling view, but they do look better in person. They've got pictures on them. So you can tell what's on. In fact, I might see about trying to get another camera angle at some point for the same. Austin.
They look pretty fine, I think.
Yeah. It works for me.
Good. I'll send you a picture. That'll help.
okay,
Do that,
so
then I'll use my imagination.
Everything else. I have terrible internet. Are coming through okay?
The video and audio is pretty good.
Good. That is a relief to hear. There you go. They should upload in a matter of seconds. I'll give you a better view of the field.
So can I move freely?
Absolutely. There is no initiative going on. In fact, I would say moving to different places changes perspective, so investigation are different.
Okay, so I want to move over this way. I want to check that gate a little bit more and see if primarily I want to see if it's accessible. If I can assess or access that mechanism and open the gate from my side.
All right, let's have an investigation check.
It's a with my negative.
Like it's made of logs.
With my -3, so I got a -2. -1.
We're starting off very well. He had a 19 or something like that, and now he has a 2. So far, it's balanced, as everything should be. Thanos would be very happy.
Anybody know? But if I don't think
5 feet
Is it
tall.
is the time close to like that sundown when we're supposed to be breaking up?
Good question. Yes, it is 4:30. The sun's rapidly falling. I forgot to mention that. That is a very important thing. Very
Okay.
important. Yep.
yeah, we gotta get the hell.
And sometime I got to decorate some stuff that could take lights, and I put them out as on the map. That would be have actual, real lighting on the. I love all the bells and whistles. Want some time to think about it? Should I consult the other guys? What they want to be doing this?
Consult and yeah, go to them. Switch from me because
All right.
I can. having
I
difficulty.
have my character sheet and everything, so you can just roll for me if you need.
All right.
Aha.
Um,
I have to remember that I need to really,
okay, guys.
because I know I'm gonna get best and I.
Right. Okay, guys, you are in the tent, Deer's tent. We'll just call it that because that's the guy you were talking to. You see that night is falling. He has made several mentions to you of your tent, your tent, your tent. This is my tent. Go find your own tent. And, you know, Smirgoff did a great job of role playing that, you know, we're just here for the cards and the talk. We just want to social. So, what do you want to do now that you have socialized for a while? And he's kind of like, he had a watch, he'd be like, kicking, looking at it like, come on, guys, it's 1:15 to Freckle.
He did mention a dragon egg too.
Did. You want to question him further about that?
I don't think we should question him anymore. I think we should probably get out of his tent.
No, that might be
Yeah,
wise.
I agree.
Might be wise. Okay. Where would you like to head?
Do we want to
Do we
make a? I was gonna say, do we want to just make a lap kind of towards the cave where we think the dragon egg is? Because we also got to get back to the prison.
Can I?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Am I allowed to give like advice?
Yeah, like simple advice, yeah, would be no problem at all.
If you're gonna go by the cave or anything like that, make sure that you're doing it in a somewhat stealthy manner, because I have a feeling that if you get caught, we're gonna die. Was that good?
That's possible.
Yeah.
You have to remember that we're in like this camp where there's hundreds of potential people that want to kill us, and right now we're under the radar. If we, with it getting darker
So
out,
I guess with what we're trying to do, is our priority getting back to you, or are we trying to investigate more?
I mean, the sun's not quite down yet.
Yeah, there's a little sun. It's dusk. It's rapidly getting dark. You're in a depressed area, so the sun's going to go down sooner for you than anybody up higher.
I would slowly work your way back to me, but I would try to obtain any information you can about like anything that can help us.
You know
Like-
what? I bet you that dragon egg is in that little weird cave at the back of the thing.
Yeah,
I remember there was a spot where they said there was an area, but all we could see was that it was a little cave.
You know, normally for guests like that, I would ask for a insight check, but there were details alluded to in the conversation that would clue you into that suit.
Right.
I still think we should walk around that way. Keep our eyes open for the purple. Oops.
Go, Art. Are you leaving now? We've only just met. You know, it's Smirgoff and Terran, was it? I will be seeing you around. Will you be? Well, of course you will. I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Deuces.
Just make sure you are not late.
We'll be there right on time.
You better.
Did he say what time?
I don't think we're gonna be there.
No, he did not say what time. Yes, praise Tiamat. And he holds up the 3 fingers.
Rock and roll.
Ooh, they don't hold up the 3 fingers in return? Oh, he does. Okay.
We do the same thing back. And
Okay.
Then, mosey on out of the tent.
All right. You find that it's a lot quieter out here than it was when you first entered the tent. Traffic's died down. That you see the occasional, very occasional person strolling around, but they seem to be like staggering or they're drunk.
Yep.
Mostly in the mercenary area.
My name is on that dice.
It was a different Chris at the time. That was I don't know who to attack, so I'm gonna roll to find out randomly who to attack.
I like that.
That was what I did. Let's see. You have two ways you can go. You can turn right and head towards that cave. It takes you near. Yes, let's switch camera. Thanks, Chris.
Right here.
I don't have a whole lot of table space.
Everything is
apparently.
the same.
Here, let me hang up your jacket for you.
Yeah, that
So
works
you have an option of going to the right and going towards the.
They were right here.
They were right there. Yep. I think they're on the wrong camera angle.
I can get that.
Thank you. I will point with my yardstick.
Yardstick of might.
Yardstick of direction and instruction.
Yeah, yardstick of pointing.
All right. Thanks, guys. So you can turn right and go this way. It goes past a big tent. Noticeably big. Very different than the other ones. Otherwise, you could go left towards the prison. I mean, you could go other directions too, but those are the two places you're familiar with.
Yeah, let's go towards the big tent.
Okay. It's not far,
And I-
it's not long, before you hear a voice call out. You don't immediately recognize where it comes from. I don't recognize you, initiates. What do you think you are doing here?
We kind of stumble around, acting like we're drunk. Say that we're walking back to our tent.
I think that'd either be deception or performance.
Oh, let's see.
Both are the
Roll
same.
for drunkenness.
Yeah,
I
they're
have a
both
0 in both, so I can't help really with that.
I'll roll for you and just see what happens if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, 20! Crit.
You're welcome.
What do you
I
roll?
gave you a free nat 20. The DM rolled it for you.
Oh, perfect.
It actually came 20. That is awesome.
Okay.
Wow. Well, once in a while, a broken clock is correct. That would
Wow.
be twice a day.
Wow.
Let's not
Yeah.
incorporate that as like a dice rolling rule. Twice a day, I get the correct roll.
I got a 13.
13? Okay. You drunkards must be getting back to your tents. Make sure that you are at the ritual tomorrow. I want to see you sobered up. This
We
man.
give him a.
Go ahead.
We give him the 3-finger sign and assure him that we'll be there.
And he says, none of that. Do it the proper way. Praise Tiamat.
We raise all 5 fingers.
And don't you forget it. I will see you sobered up, bright and early. That's an order. Dismissed. Sorry, I got a
Did
little
we,
loud.
did we get to see what this guy was wearing, what he looked like?
Yes, yes, you do. It is incredibly. He's incredibly decked out. I mean, this is the most complex robe that you've seen on any of them yet. He's got really broad, sweeping wings with very sharp points, and he's got a mask on that has all kinds of like little pointy bits sticking out. He looks the part of the cult of the dragon.
Human?
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That is
But
fine.
he does not appear to be one of purple.
He is not wearing purple. He is wearing black. Quick question for Brennan. How far out are you?
We just had to.
Wow, that cut out at the worst time.
I did.
St. Ange.
St. Ange? Okay, cool. Just trying to decide if I should put the pizza in the oven, and I think that's probably a yes.
You can go for it, man. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and ask me questions. I'll just shout from the kitchen.
Let's see. Was
Austin, which way are we walking now? Towards like the big tent?
yeah, we're walking towards the big tent.
You were,
we-
then you got stopped. So I don't know if you can continue to go that way or not. Can they?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Did it
Do we
look
see
like that
anything else,
guy-
Dan? Are there anybody?
Oh.
Is there anyone else in our way?
There's nobody else in the way, but he is standing there preventing you from going further.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. So we'll probably turn around and start walking the other way.
All right. You guys like olives?
I do.
Anyone here not like olives? Brendan, do you like olives?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. I am in love with them. If I could marry them, I would.
So you are coming back.
You're coming back. You passed Kinnear's tent, and he is standing there doing some sort of thing in the entrance of the tent. It's not clear to you. He doesn't see you. And you see no resistance heading back towards the prison area.
Yeah, we'll just keep making our way back to the prison area.
Okay.
See if we come across anything suspicious or abnormal.
Go. How long? How long?
So they're slowly moving their way back towards the prison area, keeping an eye open for anything suspicious.
Well, that seems like a wise way to approach it. All right.
You see a
Just,
bunch of
yeah,
stuff.
give me a perception check or something like that. Let's see if we noticed anything.
That would be great.
77.
That would be great. How about I have you roll for Brennan?
12 plus
For a moment, I
perception.
read that as a 21. I'm like, that is crazy.
21. 12 plus his
Perfect.
persuasion. What's your persuasion?
What's your perception modifier?
What's your wisdom? Do you remember?
Oh, it's a -1.
His wisdom is?
Yeah,
Wisdom -1.
but I don't remember if he's proficient.
Oh wait, no, it's a. After I did this whole thing, Dan, it's a +1.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so
So you at least get a 13.
13.
We'll run with a 14 just to be sure. I'm on the safe side. No kobolds in this area. They seem to be all down the way. On your right-hand side, which would be here, you see a group of men that look different. They're wearing hide clothing, very, very light clothing, and they have bows, and there is a spit over a fire, and they are cooking something, and you see several wooden structures hanging with hanging dead animals that are clearly being prepared to be cooked. And it's a small group of half a dozen men that look incredibly out of place, and they don't look like anybody else you've seen.
Well, I'd like to talk to him.
I say we stumble over there drunkenly and ask them if they got any food.
Ooh. I want to hear you. Can you role play that for me? That sounds really funny.
So are we there in the group?
I'd say you could get right up to the group of the 6 men easily, right off the beaten path.
Is there any seating area, or are they all standing?
I'd say there's a guy rotating a spit. He's sitting. Everybody else is standing. Some of them are working on the animal carcasses.
All right, I'll go up and tap the guy in the shoulder, roll him the spit. Hey, good sir, you got any extra food there?
Yes,
My,
of course we
my
do.
buddy here and I have been eating the bottle and haven't had any of the munchies lately.
You and everybody else. Seems as if we're the only ones doing any work around here.
We were told that you were the guys with the food.
That's
Last
right.
guy came to our tent, said you guys hooked him up real good.
Here are your choices, deer, or deer. Would you like some venison?
Weird. Sounds lovely.
It's all that's in the area. Y'all have scared everything else away.
I'm in the dang dungeon, and I'm in the dang prison, and they're out here getting drunk and freaking eating food.
Tell you what, there used to be a wonderful game in this area until you folks came around.
Oh, it can't possibly be all our fault. What makes you say that?
Well, you've chased everything away that is flighty. Only the deer we can find. Don't you hear? There's not even any birds anymore. It's those kobold. They scare them away with their stink. Their stench is offensive.
Just between you and me, we could go without the kobolds.
I think that would be wise next time you decide to do this. Even though I wish you had never met us. This has been nothing but a nightmare for us.
How long
You know,
have you
just
boys been here?
go back to where you came from. Sorry, say that again, Austin?
Said how long you boys been here?
Lived here all my life. Same with the rest of them.
Were you guys farmers?
Renowned hunters. You can't tell by our outfits? Our gear? Do you
Yeah,
see?
don't mind my friend. He's
Do you-
not very observant.
Do you see a garden hoe here? No, they are
Like my
longbows.
friend.
Longbows.
What
That
are you
is
doing
my
in the
tool
camp?
of choice. Boy, if you asked me anything, I would tell you all there is to know about a longbow.
What are you doing inside the camp?
You don't know?
No. Oh, we just got here.
It was we that were roped into supplying you food. It was this or be otherwise inconvenienced or harmed. I have no say. I have children to feed.
Yeah, what keeps you guys from running away? Wouldn't look like anybody's watching over you.
We wouldn't get far. I know how to track. I know how to hide. There are too many of you. Why are you even asking
Is
me
it,
these questions? You are part of the cult.
Is it in your interest to leave the camp?
You're trying to get me in trouble for something. It won't work.
Just genuinely curious. If you have the opportunity, would you take it?
Do you want to go for a stronger approach and try to persuade him to talk?
Do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
What are we rolling here? Probably.
Persuasion, I think.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Dude, these are amazing.
Can we do an imitation?
This is.
Yeah, the root beer one's really
Oh,
good.
man.
I like the root beer one.
What was your number, Austin?
17.
Oh, you pass for sure. And your question was why could you be convinced to leave? Is that right?
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity, would you leave?
Given the chance to leave, I would leave. I do not believe it is safe for me to leave.
Can we trust you?
I don't know. I seem to have trusted you. I've said too much. Goes back to turning the spit.
I get down and whisper in his ear. Tell him that we're working for
Night Hill?
the guard, the head of guard's name.
Escobar?
Yeah, we're working for Escobar on a secret reconnaissance mission. We're about to make a jailbreak.
He
We
responds,
can use that.
low voice. Escobar? How do you know Escobar?
Good friends, we can wait back.
I've traded with him for most of my life. Most of my
Call
adult
it
life,
a-
at least.
Yeah.
He's been around a lot longer than I have. Why would you be here? Why would you be dressed in these robes?
Don't fail me, dice.
Isn't and obvious.
Sorry, Chris, I'm going a little long-winded on this, but they
No.
are moving your direction.
No, it's all good. I'm like, dice, don't fail me, because you know, something's about to go down, and
I would like to mention this. This is right on the other side of the prison walls. It's far enough away that you can't hear it, Doothmare, but if you were able to look over the wall, you'd see them. In fact, you can see the trails of smoke not far away. So this is within like 100 feet of the prison.
gotcha.
And so hopefully that's good information for you guys. I'm going to move you roughly to that area.
Okay.
You'd be right there, I'd say. And the 5 hunters are right there. I know, high resolution. You seem to have his ear. He is interested. He is asking questions. He wants to know why you are here. He seems to trust you a lot more all of a sudden once you mentioned Escobar.
We have no time to talk. We have no time for questions. We need to know if you guys are in or not.
I can speak for the others. We would be out of here in a flash if we could. That is the problem.
I assure you that we just need you to either go with us or not.
Well, what is your plan? What do you aim to do here? Are you here for the prisoners?
We plan on escaping with the prisoners.
Very well then, you have my bow. I've never desired to kill anyone, but those kobolds are not men. And if anyone raises a sword towards me, and they sure would, I wouldn't think
Very well.
twice. I would put an arrow in him. He calls over the others, and they have a whispered discussion. He fills you in on what you just said, and now they put on an act to make it look like they're not actually talking to you, but they are listening in. I would describe it as they are trying to not draw attention to themselves so that the cultists don't come over.
Alright, we'll say we just start walking back to prison.
Okay. The main guy you've been talking to can come with you. He says, in order to not arouse suspicion, they must stay here.
Okay.
Okay, hang on while I take the pizza out.
Oh brother, shit's about to go down.
I think we could just have them cover our exit.
I think we can take them all with us.
Yeah, I think we should all come.
So
Yeah.
this gets so player outside of game knowledge here. So he let us know that there isn't a whole lot of people out and about. So a lot of the kobolds are either into their tents or they are doing whatever they're doing. So, you know, the good thing is the prison is towards the outside. So therefore, you know, if we do a break, you know, it's going to be difficult to bring everyone with us, especially since there's women and children. But, you know, we can put the archers in charge of herding the cattle, so to speak. And we can, you know, help cover that exit, you know, so...
Can I give you a little information here too?
Please.
All right, from your excellent perception check from earlier and the very extensive knowledge of this place that the hunter has, which I haven't come up with a name. Give me a moment, I'll come up with one. He says that there is brush along the cliff edge that you could move through that would hide your position. And he's a hunter, so he knows how to hide pretty decently. His concern with running away is that like the cultists could fan out and find them.
Right.
Right now, the cultists don't know what's going on, and he's stuck in this place. And he wants to get out. So if you followed the brush that's along the edge, that does go by the back side of the prison, you could get through this place unspotted. That's what he would tell you.
The problem that we're gonna have is I'm inside that prison. So to be able to get me outside that prison, we have to subdue the guards. So either you guys can very, very quietly subdue those guards, because it is starting to get a little dark out, or
Can we,
I could have.
is there anywhere that we can sneak into the shadows, roll for stealth?
You could. In fact, you two are pretty stealthy, if I remember correctly. I know
They're
Brendan's
dexterous.
character is.
Yeah, they're dexterous.
Yep.
This is the point where I would. I think I can move us over to the same map. There's going to be a little bit of hand waving, so to speak, in distance, but you at least will have a more cohesive visual aid here. One thing I want to point out as well is that if you're leaving the other 5 hunters behind for the moment, you're not going to be able to communicate like 100 feet away to let them know, like, hey guys, it's time to go. So you got to work something out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where'd I put your character?
Alright, so before we leave, we have them go into that bush, or into that brush.
They won't
And-
leave. We can't have them leave, because if they leave, it's gonna get suspicious. So they have to stay behind. That's why the leader's the only one coming with you.
Oh, we didn't get the rest. No, you're right, we didn't do that.
You could. I can give you a little bit of knowledge. You could always tell them before you leave to watch for a signal, possible flaming arrow.
Yeah, this is okay to tell them because they haven't played D&D before, and so that you're
Right.
like kind of coaching them a little bit.
So
That's fine.
you can tell them, hey, watch for my signal and get into the brush and meet us on the outside of camp.
Would you like a slice?
Yeah, most definitely. So I mean, that's one way that we can communicate with them without having to backtrack. Because as soon as this happens, we're gonna have to get the hell out of there quick, and we're gonna have a lot of people with us.
Yep. I
So-
think we can just tell them to go.
Yeah, this is gonna be
So-
fun.
I think we can tell them to just wait a couple minutes, and as soon as they see commotion or movement outside of the prison, because they'll be able to see this crowd of people leaving.
Potentially, we're still at dusk-ish.
Sun's gone down by now.
So what kind of light do they have in the camp?
You have dim lighting. At best, it's soon to be completely dark.
So I mean,
Okay.
there's a good chance they're not gonna be able to see shit.
Well, let's go with a. We can go with an animal call of some sort. I think.
You have to remember you're 100 feet away too. You could always shoot.
I'm about to head to your house now.
Or are you at the driveway?
You got the driveway.
No, I'm just leaving my house.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you got like 8 minutes.
This is homemade tomato sauce that you can dip in if you want. I made it yesterday. I was telling Brendan all about it.
So your bows, I believe have 120 foot length. So
I believe so. Yeah, that rings a bell for me.
So I mean, since you have such a huge plus to attack, you could always potentially launch an arrow from outside the prison and hit a tree that's close to him.
that's true. Yeah, we can do that.
Because the tree's AC is not very high. So, So hitting a tree with your bonus should not be difficult as long as you don't roll like a 2 or a 3 or a 1.
Yeah.
I concur.
If
Yeah,
you roll
let's
a
go
1, you're killing one of them. But I mean,
Oh well.
Yeah, very likely.
I mean that could be a signal as well. Something that's going to cause us to not. That's going to be quiet. That's not going to make a lot of. That's not going to draw a lot of attention. But you need to let them know exactly what the signal is, so therefore they can get into the brush and they can meet us on the other side. Because I don't think we're going to have too much of that luxury, because we have to go out the front door, unless I blow a hole out the back. If I blow a hole out the back, everyone's going to hear it.
I think we can get it done pretty quietly.
It's just the problem that we're going to have is that there's a lot of them, and there's women and children. So being able to keep them quiet is going to be really difficult, because the children are going to probably be crying. The women are going to be trying to keep them quiet, but at the same time being panicked because they don't want to die, obviously. And there's not a lot of us to control that. So this could get messy. But I think we should make the best attempt to try to keep everyone together, try to get everyone out of there, and I can heal the ones that are almost dead on the poles if they don't die before we get to them. Because I want to talk to that dude that's not very injured yet, because he might have some information. Or, he might be able to help us out too, because if he is indeed part of the clan that the dwarves think he's part of, that could prove very lucrative for us.
Why don't we? Do you want to switch back to Doothmer for a moment? Since that went a little longer than I was intending. That was like a half hour. So you would see none of this going on.
Right.
And you would surmise that your friends, who maybe communicated some of this to you, like, "Hey, we'll be back," like we'll get your attention with something. You would know they're probably coming back or doing something important, and that you might hear from them soon.
Important, but player knowledge knows that they were drinking.
Yeah. And if just to make
Without me,
make it simple. If you guys want, you could make the sign like throwing a rock into the compound or something. Like, "Hey, Doothmar, we're here. We threw a rock into the compound." Does that sound fine?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's roll with that. That makes this easier, because splitting the party is always a challenging thing. Not that I'm against it. It's just more challenging. So when you get close, you're able to do that. Now, if you want to, at any moment while we're role playing this, we're gonna make it like live time. Just tell me like, "Hey, I threw the rock," and that'll let me know that the party is reunited. So, Doothmar, you're talking with the dwarves. All three of them have children, and you've noticed that the children are actually pretty well managed by their mothers. They're scared, but they've been here for weeks. So the children are not terrified anymore. They have kind of like run out of emotion, at least for the time being. They seem more or less comfortable with their surroundings, though they are at an absolute mess, and this place stinks to high heaven. There's no latrine. You need to go,
Right.
you just go. There's the occasional meal brought by, and they are all kind of looking for the person who is going to bring the food.
Okay.
He should be here any minute. Of course, I don't have a watch, so how would I know that? They should be here soon. The sun is down. They usually bring a meal when that happens.
I'm gonna move up by the gate, and I want to just do a look outside, just to see if I can see anything more than just the 2 guards there.
Oh, sure. Just see if you can get an angle on the gate, seeing over it.
Well, can I see through it?
Hmm.
Is it
I was
like
not considering that.
I guess it depends on if you said it's like a swinging door. I assumed
know-
that it was like
Yeah.
iron bar type.
I only used black to distinguish it. So it is not iron, it is definitely timber. So yes, you can look through it. With a sufficient perception check, you might be able to see something.
Okay. No. 8.
All you
I see the gate and 2 guards. Okay.
Okay.
Damn. Come on, dice. I'm gonna need you here in a minute.
Okay, the old dwarf finally tells you his name. He says, I'm Hrogar. Hrogger. Hrogar. See if I can find a pen and I will write it down in my notes so I don't forget.
Hrogar. Not Hrothgar. It's Hrogar.
Hi, Hrothgar. You think it's Skyrim?
Pretty much. So,
I wish I could go. Sure.
so now that it's getting dark,
Did you say he wants to throw the stone? Wait, what did you say?
I didn't catch it.
Sorry, I said I wish I could go through that church driveway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be convenient.
Right? So, now that it's
Oh,
really
he's
low
almost
light-
here. You know what? Can we press pause for a little bit?
Yeah.
Brennan, are you on the highway? Oh, he's muted. And he's driving. This is a bad time to ask questions.
What's my
About to get on the highway.
Okay, I'm going to meet him up at the end of the driveway.
what kind of vision do I have inside, being that it's almost dusk or it's dark?
It's probably dark now.
Can you see it crossed? Can the guards see the other guard?
I would say the guards can't see the other guard. He can see you, probably. And there's like 2 torches. So,
In right.
yeah, why don't you do? I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna make this guy my bihatch.
Let's see. Where's my telefono? Might need the flashlight. All right, I'll be right back. He should be almost here.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, take 5. You know where the restroom is if you need it.
I'll be back.
Kind of concealment. So if I do that, this is gonna be really fun. Okay, so Where's my guided bolt? Range spell, guided bolts +5. What's inflict wounds?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Carter really wants to join us. She wants to play D&D.
Hello.
Carter's awesome.
Carter is
What's going on,
awesome.
buddy?
I'm back.
I left my dice at home, so I'm bumming off him. Almost forgot all my other shit too, but I grabbed it. Almost forgot the dice.
That worked out very well, I think. Help yourself to some pizza.
Sweet.
I'm gonna quick take a leak and then I'm ready to go. Is Austin here still? What are you taking break to?
Austin, are you still here?
He went to take a piss. I don't know if he's back yet or not. You want ninja juice? There's ninja juice.
Can I?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I had a day today. I'm like, man, I'm bringing beer.
Dude, moving that damn hot tub from some old dude. It was in this like.
So it wasn't
backyard.
even for you?
No, it's for Dad. My dad. It's for Jeremy. But
Fucking right. Well, that's what he's like. They're moving a hot tub. I was like, they don't have a hot tub.
no, yeah, we.
You do
we
now?
got one.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna text him tomorrow and be like, hey, here you got a hot tub.
Do it.
I'm gonna come over with some cognac and cigars, man.
Need this.
Yeah.
Woo!
Been a day.
I love ninja juice.
Oh,
Though
man.
to be fair, we spent a lot of the day talking about D&D.
That's true.
That's good. That's good interaction because
Mhm.
that gives him a good knowledge base.
Oh man, he
Because-
knows a lot already. He's really catching up
The knowledge base is huge because there's so much knowledge. That's why D&D people get pissed off when like a new one of these come out because oh, the new DMG's coming out in like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
I've heard a lot of people are really upset about 5.5.
A lot of people are upset about 5.5, but that's just because 5.0 has been in since 2014. So therefore, they're pissed off because they did with 5e like they did with 2e. Everyone, so my generation, we love 2e. Why? Because there was so much resource that was put into the market, and we spent so much money on all this resource and everything like that. Then they went to the D20 system in 3e. And it's like, are we supposed to buy all this BS again? It's like, and they totally changed everything. So like 2E, like I said, you had THACO, you had all this other BS, right? For like your hit and everything. Well, when they went to Die 20 system, they took all that out. So it makes it really difficult to be able to transition any of that 2E stuff over to,
That's not too much wind, is it?
you might want to take it and turn it this way, maybe just a little
Oh,
bit.
towards you?
Yeah. That way it'll hit maybe the
How's that?
outside and just do a little swish. That way it doesn't hit your board. That is
Yeah.
cool.
There we go. It's started to go up in temperature. You there, Austin?
Hello?
Did we lose him, perhaps? He died.
He said he had to go take a leak. He might have a really big bladder. I don't know.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, right? Right?
Connor. Okay.
I'm about to throw down here.
I took up a monk multi-class.
Monk?
He is going to be incredible. We talked about all kinds of stuff.
So this fighter wizard monk?
So it's a Eldritch. So it's a fighter subclass Eldritch Knight monk multi-class.
Which will work because of
They're both
dexterity.
martial.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both martial, yeah. Holy shit. You gotta be careful with that though, because bringing up the multi-class, you have to remember that when you bring up multi-class like that, you know, like where you're level 5/5, I'm gonna be a level 10, and I'm gonna have access to spells that are way powerful than what you're gonna be able to
It's insane what he's going to have access to. We did a bunch of research today.
Yeah.
It's going to be worth it.
I think
Okay.
And he may not even need to go that far in the
Because
monk.
really, all I need to do is, I mean, a lot of things recommended level 3 fighter, then pump the rest into monk, or most of it, and then once you hit level 12 monk, you put your 4th into fighter, or into that fighter multiclass, and then you can change your mastery type. But I'm gonna stick with the Eldritch.
So while we're talking, waiting for Austin to come back, what kind of vision do I have on the guards? If I am standing right here, what kind of vision do I have on him? Does he have a concealment? Does he have like half
I'd say he's fully concealed, actually.
fully concealed? So I would not be able to see him.
Correct.
So the other dude back here.
Rogar?
No, the other dude back here.
Oh, the other guard?
Kind of concealment would be.
Mr. Orange over there?
Yeah.
He seems to be standing on some sort of a platform, so that he can keep his head on a swivel. And
Okay.
see over the fence.
So so he wouldn't take any plus to being concealed. Line of sight.
Well, it may be half cover if you're attacking him.
Half cover if I
Yeah.
attack. Okay.
We good to continue?
Hello?
I feel like we lost him, and I don't have him in the call
I
anymore.
got it. Hold on.
Oh, he's in the call. We just can't hear him.
He's just dropping deuce, man. He's probably he probably said he had to, pee, but he's dropping deuce.
We'll feel the aftershock in a little bit.
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna answer. He's like, dude, I'm pooping. Dude, leave me alone. I'm pooping,
Tell me,
man.
hurry up.
Push and get done, Nancy.
Push.
Okay.
Well, I think he seems like he understands the way of the game, so we can talk about this.
Okay.
We can keep going.
So, what I'm gonna tell the dwarves is I'm gonna tell them to hide me. So I'm gonna get down on a knee. I'm gonna get them around me like that. So they're trying to shield me from the guards behind to where they can't see me.
Okay. They do likewise. They do as you ask.
So, and I tell them on my mark,
Get set, go.
on my mark, get ready to get the gate,
Which gate? The big one or the small one?
the front one.
Okay.
Just
What are we
watch.
doing?
Don't go towards it. Don't attack the guards that come in. Just get ready. Act confused. And act confused.
For when the meal comes
But
in.
get ready
Okay.
for when this happens.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait for them to toss the stone.
So that's our cue. So.
Yep, that would be your cue.
When you guys get close, you guys let me know beforehand that when you guys come back and you're ready,
If you need condition markers or anything, they're in here.
you're gonna throw a stone into
If you
the
need pencils or
jail.
pens, they are in here. And there's nothing in there, apparently. Trying to keep the table a little more orderly than it has been the last 2 sessions because I just didn't have enough space.
So when the stone comes in,
Mm-hmm.
would I get opportunity before initiative? Or do I have to say, when the stone comes in, roll for initiative? Because you don't know what's going on yet. No one knows what's going on yet. So I mean, technically, like if you beat me in initiative order, they'd be like, I just heard a rock come in, or something, Or I don't know if we want to do initiative order beforehand, or if I get like an allowed.
Well, I figured what
Attack.
we could do is when the stone comes in, that you know that they are within communication distance.
Mm-hmm.
Which could be just yelling, for all we know. And that they're here to make an effort to communicate with you, and they may or may not be successful. And they don't know about the meal coming in the same way that you do, right? Because the meal is coming from the hunters.
Right. Mm.
And this lead hunter hasn't said anything about that. But Doothmare knows that there is a meal coming, and he doesn't know who's bringing the meal. Terran and Smirgoff know that the meal is coming from the Rangers. Probably, I mean, they're probably either giving it to somebody else, or they're bringing it in themselves, and they have like some cultists with them or something. That much is still shrouded in mystery. You don't know.
That's all good. No. It's about to get a little bright in here.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is challenging. You there, Austin? No, he is not. we're having communication issues, it seems. I'm gonna say, just so I can remember, there's a torch here.
So with multi-class,
There's a torch here. There you go. You have real lighting now.
doesn't matter which hit.
That's cool. You
hit
can see
dice
the
I
globe.
use.
You can see the globe of
Yeah, I
light.
almost want to like subdue the light a little bit for this. I don't know if
What's
it's
that,
too
sorry?
dark for. Ooh.
With multi-classes, it doesn't matter which of the class features I use, such as like your hit dice is 1d8
So-
per monk level.
Your hit dice, it depends on which one you level up. If you level up a monk, your monk side, you roll your D8.
Okay.
If you level up your
The fighter
side, you get your D10.
Okay.
D10?
So it's
Fighter?
whatever.
I don't remember. I
It's
thought it
what-
was D8.
It's whatever level you main with.
I thought fighters were D10.
The
I'd have to look. I don't remember, unfortunately.
I thought wizards were D4s. Druids and there's a couple others I think are D6s. And clerics are D8s, rangers are D8s, monks, subclass fighters. I think I for some maybe it's barbarian that's D10.
yeah, fighters 1d10 per level.
Yeah, 1D10.
10 plus your constitution modifier. Okay, so it's whatever level is higher.
Can I take a
than
quick
mine.
look at your sheet?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I didn't steer you wrong on something.
Still chicken scratch. No, that's fine.
It's okay.
I'm gonna get cray.
And so currently you're just a level 3 fighter with no monk abilities yet, because that would be the next level up, correct?
Is the level 4?
Level 4, yeah.
Okay.
I want to make
Okay.
sure I don't like accidentally make you obscenely powerful by accident. For level 3.
Right.
So yes, go with your fighter stuff for now,
Okay.
and then next level up will multi-class you. I may have glossed over that accidentally today
No, you're
in our
good.
conversation. I got so excited talking about how cool it would be that I forgot to tell you. when it
You're
would
good.
take
I mean,
effect.
yeah, I still got everything. All I did was change the abilities a little bit, which is fine.
Okay, sweet. I didn't want to like crush you with that knowledge. Like, hey man, you can't use your monk yet.
And I did change my fighting style to the tunnel fighter.
Oh, I think that was appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's totally fair game.
Sweet. That's all I really did.
So you have to be careful with your
And,
AC because monks are restricted in armor class.
Yes, but it's
We figured it out
Yeah,
today what
okay.
you can do. Yeah, yeah. No, that's what what we were thinking. Cause like, well,
'Cause they're
you
down
can't
to
do
leather,
armor.
right?
They're 10 plus con plus dex.
plus 10.
For armor class?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a monk,
Yeah.
it must have changed in
As
5th
long as
edition.
you're unarmored, AC equals 10 plus dexterity plus your wisdom.
Dexterity plus wisdom.
Yeah, so he put a couple points.
So
in
I'd be at
wisdom
15.
with this level up. So.
But since I'm still at fighter, I'm not at 15. I'm still at my 17.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, make sure you use your 17 for for now. I'm sorry, I might have been a little confusing today.
No,
with that.
no, you're good. I get it. I understand. Okay, so we don't need that right now.
Trying to decide what I should do since I haven't heard from Austin.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ready, you back yet?
Oh,
there you
are.
We were waiting on you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. I accidentally found some pie and ate way more than I should.
Oh,
I'm glad you're back.
that's a better excuse than I thought you were gonna have.
All
What do you
right.
think? Okay. Shit.
There were some jokes made.
I thought you were dropping a massive turd or something.
Yeah, well, that'll come out to the point.
Yeah.
Especially after all that pie.
What were you guys talking about?
We're talking about how things are gonna get
Spicy.
a little bright here soon.
So-
I'm ready to jump into it, I think.
Okay. You want to toss the stone?
Toss it.
Yep, let's pop this now.
Okay. It's stone.
Oh, actually, no, wait, no. Before we toss this,
Does not fall in the compound yet.
I missed.
yeah.
It clatters off the side, but makes no noise. So nothing happened.
Perfect.
So they're over here and they're moving their way. Okay.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere that we can hold for stealth and sneak around and see exactly what we're looking at.
Great thinking. Brennan, here's the mouse. If
Oh.
you want to change cameras, it's that little circle within the white circle. Click on that drop down arrow,
That one?
and then you just select the one that's unselected to change the camera.
Lost my
Okay.
job. I must suck.
No. Chris is my designated rules associate. Like I can ask him for quick help, and then I can ask Brendan for help with the camera. That way
Yeah.
I can focus on other things.
All right, let's do this. So we're sneaking around the compound.
Are these torches on the inside?
I'd say they're on the inside, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're,
Or-
they're
or on-
actually
I-
inside.
Let's stay
instead
on the
of
top of the wall. You know,
Top of the
let's,
wall.
Let's
Okay.
have fun. Let's live dangerously.
That way I know.
Mm-hmm.
That way they're not passing through because that would affect the lighting inside, which is actually pretty cool because you get your
Mm-hmm.
form light there.
So you want to check for concealment, Austin? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Which way are you going to go around? Around the back, or are you going to go around towards the front? You're over
I think
here.
with the light, I think with the lighting around the front would probably be better.
Okay. You do risk seeing the guards.
So they're going to come this way. Is that where you're saying? Come this way here.
Yeah.
There's a big
Okay.
tent here, but big is a subjective word. There's a tent here, which he can't see on the camera, but it is written. So this is a tent that's kind of nearby, but it's not touching. It's these are 5-foot squares at this point, so 30 feet away there is a tent. Around this way you have trees, rocks, trees, rocks.
Can I see the treetops?
Yes, you can actually. I just kicked your folder. I'm so sorry.
No, you
Yeah, you can see those tops of the trees.
Okay.
I would say they are at least 25 feet tall. The trees.
Okay.
Definitely quite visible from inside the compound. It's maybe the only real outside landmark apart from the cliff face, which I forgot to mention, is along this side. So that's the cliff face over there. So basically, the edge of the map is the edge of the compound. Or not compound, but cultist camp.
Okay. I'm gonna let them do their thing until I can see what's going on.
Do you throw a rock?
They're
Nope.
working their way this
No.
way.
He wants to work his way this way.
Yep.
Okay.
So he's wanting to stealthy scope the situation.
You want to climb the tree or hide behind the tree?
Just stay hidden behind it, and then keep working our way around the wall where we can see the guard. They can't see us.
Okay, can I get a perception check from the two of you as you're doing this? I'm assuming you would be perceiving things intentionally.
Yeah, we've been taking it real slow.
4. You see the torch.
I got 12.
14 on the
12.
hunter. Austin, I cut you off, sorry.
Well,
12.
Mild.
You see, or you hear rather, actually, some sounds over by this rock. Sounds like squabbling, actually. Now, who do you think would be squabbling?
Probably the dwarf.
Well, it's outside of the compound.
Oh, I see.
Behind this rock here. Oh, rocks. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I have actual 3D stuff to make this a little easier.
Tree.
Tree. I apologize for the snow. It is not winter in this game. But I had limited choices. That one's
It's
on.
because it's a really tall tree.
It's a really tall tree. It's just way up there in the clouds.
Austin, you want to keep moving around?
Yeah, I say we move on to the next tree.
Move on to the next one.
Okay.
Do another
Ignore the swamp.
and then another perception check, maybe.
So they're
Yep.
wanting to do this
That'd be
stealthy.
appropriate.
So
Oh, nat 20.
Nice. 2 in a game. That's great.
one wasn't even you,
Yeah,
It was a freebie. I gave it to him.
right?
I did roll it though.
I did roll. I was there. I saw it.
All right, you make it to that tree. As you're getting over to that area, you notice that you see the guards, and you're able to get there fine without a stealth check. But your insight would tell you, your passive insight would tell you, you need to stealth going further. There's no way you're gonna just normally walk through, unless you're still acting like cultists.
Do we have advantage right now?
I don't know. I rolled a nat 20.
So you are not spotted by the cultists. If you wanted to pick them off with your bow, you could. But you can only see one. There's only one in your line of sight. There's a wall in the way. So you could shoot that way and hit this guy.
Is which way is he facing right now?
He is facing this way. Towards the path. He's facing this way.
Okay. So could we ready our bows
You got a short
and
bow.
stealthily walk out until we can see the underguard, and then take shots?
Oh man,
We
my
need
map.
a heavy stealth for that. How's your stealth?
Good.
I would say at the moment you're hidden because you have tree cover and you have the tent on the back side. But over here is the main road. So if you were to go any further out, you would be spotted by other people walking by.
Oh, there's still people out and about?
Not really, but there might be the occasional straggler. So that's just something to keep in mind. They're not very far.
Was I able to hear Doothmare at all while I was like in my roll?
Probably not. He hasn't really made any loud sounds. He's been very
I'm being very quiet.
modest and keeping the down low. Yeah, I don't know that you would have hurt him.
We might just. I mean, sooner or later we're gonna lose stealth. We're gonna lose that opportunity.
Right now, you've just passively stealthed into place. So
Right.
to go any further, you definitely need to active stealth. It's just been a matter of circumstance that you haven't been spotted.
I mean, we could.
I think we should try to stealth and move out towards the road and we can see the other one. I think chances of us being in a short amount of time to do that is pretty low.
Okay.
Okay. Are you talking about an assault on these two to take them down and then open the gate?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so I know like what you're trying to do, so I don't do the wrong thing. Okay. Stealth checks if you want to move out.
17.
The ranger's going to ask if now is the time to get the other rangers involved, because he could double back and get them.
I'd say it's that time.
I would say no. I think we should have him with us, just in case we don't take out these two. Well, he can have an arrow ready to finish one off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay.
I rolled a
A what?
13.
I rolled a 17.
The ranger rolled a 14, and you all beat the cultist's passive perception. So you're able to get
a little ways out. You're now obviously not going to get up right next to him, right?
So, like there?
Yeah, they do not hear you. They do not see you. They are looking straight ahead, following the path, assuming that's where the threat's coming
Can
from.
we see the second guard now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say
Alright.
kind of bending the map for a little bit.
Okay.
All three of you could get a shot on that furthest guy if you desired.
Okay.
You have
Right,
the
right
ability to. It's not stealth attack. It would be surprise round. But only one person gets the surprise round. So do you have one of you that has multiple attacks that could be utilized here?
I think I do.
Yeah, I mean, I can. Unfortunately, I'd have to probably use action surge because I don't. The only double attack I get is with my scimitar.
I have Hunter's Prey.
Just pray.
You gain an additional attack. Oh wait, no, that's just breaker, huh?
Is that I'm not. I need to pull up your sheet because I'm not as familiar with it as I should be.
Once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack, make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature within 5.
Nice. Okay, so sounds like that's your best bet.
Yeah.
So Smirgov could line up, take one shot at one cultist, take another shot at another cultist. You have to roll pretty high on both of them, but could happen. Could work. I don't know what your
And,
damage output is, but hopefully it's high enough.
I mean, since we're all sitting there stealthily, we take shots at the same time.
So surprise round work. It essentially only allows one person because if somebody's hit, they raise the alarm, or at least they are alarmed, and now they can interact. And so that's how an initiative would start. But we can take advantage of you having the ability to do 2 shots and attack 2 of them. So that's sort of finding the loophole in the system.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then if I don't take them out, we're no longer stealthy, and it hits the fan.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your attack rolls. You can make 2 of them, 1 on each target. And then the rest of us, I think we ought to roll initiative just to be ready in case he doesn't successfully kill him.
The attack is a D20, right?
Correct.
Luckily, you got a big plus.
17
Woo!
and
Nice.
17.
Ooh, you hit both of them. How much damage do you do?
1d8 plus 3.
No, you gotta roll for damage now, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's just talking it out loud.
Initiative 14.
I just gotta find my d8.
Initiative 14. Okay. You're pretty high up there. Let's guess you're number 2.
That'd be awesome.
Ooh, okay. Not terrible. 9.
The first one goes down. He dies.
Who's the first one that you hit? The bar one or the close one?
Ooh, 11 on the.
They both die.
Nice.
Okay, so no initiative.
Can we? Okay, that works for
I
me.
mean, you're welcome to place your. I mean, I have you in initiative right now. Taryn, what was your roll?
7 plus.
It's pretty low down
What was my? What were we looking
there. Initiative. You might have an initiative
Oh.
modifier. It would be up top.
at?
Plus
Initiative
4. Oh,
plus
you have
4.
advantage. Roll it again. Take your highest number and then add 4.
So it would have been the 7.
So you get an 11.
11.
Total. I'll say you beat out the enemies for now on initiative roll.
So I rolled an 18 on perception to see if I heard them die.
Silence.
Okay.
Yep. You know, it's a good thing we rolled initiative. Smirgov, could you roll initiative for me? We're not going to go into one. I just want to have it ready for when we do need it. Because it could happen pretty quickly here.
14.
Okay. Right, so Doothmere, you had higher than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you would be first Smirgov, then Terran, then the enemies. But we're not going to go into actual initiative at the moment because you have stealthily taken down the 2 foes in the immediate area. So these 2 guys
are gone. Go ahead and eat some candy corn for the monsters. What do you think of the tokens I made? I mean, they're a little bit.
I like them. I think they're
Dirty.
cool.
It works really well, doesn't it?
I think it works great. It's like that
Yeah.
game. Guess who? Almost.
Oh yeah.
Just flip them over when they're dead.
It'd be cooler if I had a color printer, but I don't. So, trying to decide what happens next. Kill them. It's up to you what you want to do. I guess. Doothmare, you also have some say in this. What you want to do. You hear a bit of a, and then a. Sounds like armor, or not armor. They're not wearing armor. I'm sorry. It sounds like a body hitting the ground. Twice. Right outside the gate. Something that gets your neck hairs standing up. You're like, something just happened. I don't know what it was.
So I'm going to move away then, and I'm going to get close, and I'm going to look outside.
Okay.
Since
That would be
my
perception check.
perception
It's fantastic.
was far enough away that I couldn't hear it for to begin with. Oh yeah, I heard that. 21.
Okay.
Oh.
Not only did you hear it, you see two guards on the ground with arrows stuck in their back.
Okay.
What do you see?
So I'll use the rest of my movement to. I'm assuming he's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What?
I went
One of them's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What happened?
Get ready.
Are we going? Is it now? How do you know those are your friends?
There's 2 guards on the ground. Get ready. The third one won't be.
That sounds good
Won't be
enough for
long
me.
after.
The hunter says it's time to send the signal, right? He fires an arrow,
Yeah.
and it,
And he critically misses and kills one of his buddies. Come on!
and on the arrow it's got a message written on there, something like Monty Python. Message for you, sir.
My bad. Oh yeah, freaking that one. Message for you, son.
One of my favorite scenes.
Pretty big.
It's great. And you guys are welcome to move closer to the front gate if you want.
Yep.
We'll say your stealth is still up because you have done such a great job of not giving me any reason to.
And we got minor concealment.
This is correct. You have a boulder here. Do you want to try peeking inside? I'm gonna say this
I think
guy
we
is
should try
broken
to
off
open the
and he's
gate.
over here somewhere.
So I think it's about that time to just check the guards and open the gate.
Okay, now you have a beam in front of you that you could raise, and then the door will swing open.
Okay.
It swings out towards the outside of the compound. So you guys can open this gate, Austin. It opens outwards, and so you have a beam that locks it on your side. You could open it.
Can
Unless you roll a
we,
1.
can we like see in a dude there?
Very slightly. There are holes. Doothmare has been looking through the holes. You could certainly look through it yourself.
Can we talk to him without having to yell?
You guys are really good at not metagaming. This is like I know people who would just completely ignore that, and they would just act as if you had like telepathy or something.
Hey, Doothmar, you the man!
You're doing a great job. Yes, you absolutely could peer through that hole and see Doothmare and beckon him over.
Yeah,
Not a
let's back him
problem.
over.
Because
and
we're
tell him to
about 15 feet
get out
apart.
of the prisoners.
So I'm about 15 foot from the guard, or from the gate.
Yeah, let's call him over, have a little chat, and tell him to get the prisoners together, ready to make an escape.
What about the Harper? What are you gonna do about him?
Oh,
Well, if they gather all the
get him out.
prisoners to the door.
And what happens with the guard? He's watching.
He can't see that far
I don't know.
unless he's got dark vision.
Yeah, you got a good
What are
point.
we talking about?
Well, they got a good point. There's a lot of cover of darkness here. The torches are only lighting up a certain amount, and there's only 2 of them. Torches are not that bright. I don't know if you've seen a torch in real life, like used one.
No.
They barely give off any light. These candles have a bit of aura around them, and even on the screen, that's about as much as they would light up.
Yeah, so I mean, you're looking at like 15-foot radius.
Yeah, at most.
At most. The torch is usually, what do you usually do? 5 to 10
I
feet?
always thought it was 10, so
Yeah.
I kind of just go 10.
Quick question: is dual wielding like a fighter style, or can anyone dual wield if they have?
No, you can dual wield as a fighter. You can just dual wield as a fighter.
Okay, so that's not taking up
no,
anything.
you
it's
can
just-
keep that.
I can dual wield as a cleric,
Yeah.
but I'm going to take a major negative on my offhand.
Gotcha.
At least a -2 or -4. I
So
think,
dual
'cause you have to
wielding
be
is just some-
ambidextrous feat to be able to get like that.
I
knocked
think
away,
that
I
was
think.
dropped for 5th edition, so you can just roll like straight roll plus your modifiers for both attacks.
Really?
Unless you want to role play not being left-handed.
Well, that's the thing. It's like unless you like beat yourself again or with ambidexterity. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm telling you right now, I can hit you pretty hard with this arm. This arm, probably not as hard. I won't lop off an arm with this one, but I'll lop off a couple arms with this one.
I think this is where like the 3.5 players are probably frustrated with D&D 5th edition because it's just not a problem in 5th edition.
True.
So, if you want to roleplay it, go for it. I love flavor text. I love playing to your strengths and weaknesses. So I will not stop you if you want to roleplay it that way.
All right, so we're talking. I'm letting them know that that there's 30. There's at least 30 in here. Most of them women, children. There's a couple dwarfs that are willing to come with and assist. There are 4 people in the back, 3 of which are on their last breath that I can help if I can get to them. There's 1 guard behind the gates, and that guard is that guard could potentially be the only way to be able to get in and out of that gate. And there's a gentleman back there that we need to question. And it might be in our best interest to possibly subdue this guard, not kill him, so we can question him.
Excellent. Well, you guys are filled in on everything in the compound now. That covered it very well. There are definitely more women and children and men in this camp than I have indicated with the tokens. It's just I have a lack of token. It would be absurd. There's a lot of people in here. Interestingly, they haven't really been getting in the way.
No, because they're just sort of keeping to themselves. They're peasants. They're people that they're not going to be. They're not social butterflies. They don't want to be there.
Right.
So
Do we really think it's worth taking our time with that guard? Because we can get everybody out, not in that gated area.
And at that time, our stealth is blown, so it doesn't matter if he sees us or not. All he's gonna be is one more enemy coming after us.
Well, he could raise an alarm for the rest of the compound.
Yeah, but you think we're gonna sneak however many prisoners out of here?
I think we could get pretty far before somebody notices.
I think we can get quite a few out, but I really think that we need to get in the back there. I can take this guy out. I can take this guy out.
And it won't take much time if he does.
How are you getting on the other side of that gated area?
I don't have to. I'll hit him with magic.
Can you do that quietly?
It might get a little bright. It might get a little bright in there. It might raise an alarm, but I think while I'm doing that, if you're ushering people out, there's a good chance. But I want to get in there. I want to save the people that are critical.
All right. Yeah. Let's gather everybody by the gate, and then you can do your thing with the guard.
And we gotta wait. Where is our rangers or our arrow people?
They're gonna meet us at the end of the brush.
Yeah, they're gonna sneak through the brush and meet us at the end. at the entrance.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I'm
they
going
lost the
to.
sight.
How last session? How did I make this bonus action work with the dual wield? Because I remember I hit one, then I hit a different one. And then I thought
It was dual wielding, right?
Right. Do you get one bonus action per turn?
One bonus action. I think you used your special class feature to do a second attack without using a bonus action.
Yeah, that I was trying to find that. I can't.
I don't think I wrote it on the sheet now that I think about it. Do you have your other sheet with you?
Which one?
The original one?
Ah,
Because that has it on there for sure. It was on the second or third page.
Oh yes.
you guys, hey,
Yes, there it is.
hey, you guys, open the gate and come in and act like you're giving us food.
Ah. Do we have food with us? No.
There's
No.
supposed to be a meal delivered to us any minute. Come in and pretend like you're the people bringing it.
Yep.
Yeah, that could work. We can do that.
Yes, this is the page I needed.
Oh, good.
So I am going to move back this way. I want to let the dwarfs know, help the women and children, and then I'm going to move over here.
We will do that, Toothmare. You have my word.
Okay. This is going to be fun.
Okay, so you're up closer to the guard.
Yep, I'm going to go on up there.
He still doesn't seem to notice that anything is amiss.
That's all good. He'll do it here in a minute.
Okay. Are you going to cast something on him and try to kill him, or... Wait, sorry, you're having the rangers come. The ranger and the fighter come. That's
Yeah, that's what I told him to do.
Okay, are you guys committing to going through the gate?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, the gate swings open. You're able to go in. And do you shut it behind you?
Gosh, no.
Nope.
No? You leave it just open there?
Well,
Not wide open, but we'll. I guess shut it without action.
You there? Make sure you shut the door all the way.
Who said that?
Uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Who's saying it?
The orange guy.
The orange guy?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Where is your food?
does that door latch when we clip? We
Well,
close it?
can he see though? That's the thing. It's dark, so I mean, when you open the gate, is it gonna let in enough light?
He doesn't know who we are.
Right,
He
it doesn't...
know, but you're still dressed like a cultist.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You look like you're working for the cult. The door would be shut and locked by people behind you on the outside. He notices that the door is open and is saying, hey, get that door shut so no prisoners escape. He doesn't know there's nobody outside that's alive.
Okay.
Yeah, we can pretend to shut the door. It's dark enough that we won't
Absolutely.
know the difference.
You could definitely fake that.
Please look outside, make sure no one else is coming by, so they lock us in. I mean, I can blow a hole through this wall, I think, but
Well, you got two guys with weapons in here now, so
that is true.
you could. do
And
something
people
out.
that can climb too, so I mean,
Mhm.
anything can climb.
Though you do have the spikes on the top, which makes it challenging.
What's the top of that small one that goes into the deal? Is it the same spike and stuff?
No
like that?
spikes.
Okay.
They presume no one's dumb enough to try to climb over it. And the people on the poles aren't able to climb. They're strung up.
Right.
The Harper still is seeming in decent condition, definitely far better than the other three. In fact, he seems alert.
Okay.
He's watching you, Toothmare.
Okay. I will note that.
Though as you get closer, it's harder and harder for you to see him.
We need to do something now.
All right. So you're in here. So. So you guys have weapons. So I want to get in there so we can climb over this thing
Yes.
when we take him down. So
Can you staple that one?
Yeah.
My attack, if I attack with magic, is going to, just so you guys know, is going to put such a beam of light up in this place that everyone is going to know that we're in there. Or that something just happened inside the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Can
But I could
Can
toasty this
I
guy
just
so
eat
hard
the
it would be
arrow?
bad.
You want it punched?
So I'm wondering if maybe we should take the fact that you guys are in the dark again enough to where you can probably get a shot off and hopefully kill him.
Yeah, I think we should probably try to use arrows.
Because that's gonna be the most stealthy way. Because if I unleash this, it's gonna, like I said, it's going to light a beacon.
So, yeah, Austin could just get within shooting range.
Oh, he's well within.
Oh, then
Absolutely. He
Yeah.
could dome that guy.
then
He
fucking
could have done it from outside.
do it. What are you waiting for? Shoot this
Roll
son of a bitch.
18.
18 to attack. I'm going to say that he was distracted looking at some of the children as they had made a little bit of a kerfuffle about food. Like, Mom, where's the food? 18 and right into his head without a sound. Falls over backwards.
Okay.
You hear a dull thud in the back as he falls off of his pedestal and lands on the ground.
Beautiful.
And the Harper looks straight at you, Doothmere, and he says, "What do you plan to do?"
I plan to come over there and heal the wounded and get you guys out of here.
And you watch as this man, who's strung up like this, all of a sudden just pulls his hands out and his legs
It was magic.
and comes down.
Oh.
No, he just has a trick up his sleeve is all.
Oh.
Maybe a knife up his sleeve.
Oh.
And he cuts his binds and he climbs down and he opens the gate from the inside. What took you so long?
State your name, Harper.
My name is Leosin Erlenthar. Wait, let me make sure I got the last name said correctly. Leosin. Call me Leosin. Just for now. I'll get you the last name later. L-E-O... Wait. Yeah, Leosin. Leosin. You got it.
Do you get
That's how
it?
it's spelled out, yeah.
Yeah. He seems to be quite fit and skinny. He seems like he's dressed in interesting robes that perhaps later Taryn might recognize.
Mm.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Can I do a history check? Or something? Notice it at all?
Sure, why not? I don't see
You-
why you couldn't have read a
What are
book
you in
about-
for?
What are you in for?
20.
Oh, you just crit.
My name's Leosin.
I want
Hi,
that.
Leosin. He's a monk.
Ooh.
Leosin is a monk and a harper at the same time.
Wow.
The martial kind of monk. Not so religious. Maybe a little religious.
What's your business here?
I allowed myself to be captured so I could get information. It seems that you have perhaps disrupted my efforts. But I don't think there was any more I could get from inside this compound. Please, if you will, these three need medical attention.
Yep.
As quick as you please. And he walks over and he helps you get these three who are barely gasping down from the posts. Do you want to try to heal them?
Oh yeah, I'll heal them.
Okay.
As long as they're willing, I'm sure they'll be willing.
They are very willing. They come back to functionality, so to speak. They're not back to how they should be, but they are mobile.
They are.
And they
mobile.
thank you very much.
Okay.
for
I will
that,
use 3 of those level ones.
Some of them looked like they were maybe going to die in the next few hours.
Just for my
One's
character,
really healed. The other 2.
Go ahead, Brennan.
just for my character's backstory, you know, I want to, as a thief, you know, trying to do good. I'll go up to this monk and be like, Senor, I want to become a monk. It will really help me in the future.
Yes.
So
I just come up to him, you know.
Yes. Well, that is good.
It is good that you have had a change of heart.
How do I do this? Tell me. Senior monk, please.
You must quit. You must quit drinking and become celibate. No! You must switch to pints instead of gallons.
They come in pints? Hang on, I do have an answer for you. I'm just trying to find it in my notes. There are a lot of notes.
Did you know I was gonna ask this question?
No, I just have a good answer for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna get my weapons and stuff from these guys.
I have ESP.
Yep.
I'm an extra special person.
Very nice.
Not extra sensory perception. I'm just an extra special person. Take that as you will. Well, he says, I tell you what, I could arrange that, but not at this time. What I need for you to do is to get these people out of here. Get them to Greenest.
So, senor, when we get these people out, you'll tell me how to do this?
I will meet you at a place where I can help you. But for now, you're going to have to fare on your own.
Or you're not gonna help us get them out of here?
Yes, that is what I intend
yes.
to do. I do not believe I can get any more information. They know that I was a prisoner. If they see me wandering around this camp, they will know what will have happened.
Perfect.
We must get out of here quickly.
Okay, we get these
So
people
he's
out.
gonna come with us.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
Let us go.
We get these people out. You tell me secrets to be a monk. Let's do it.
You're really good at that. I would like to work in some sort of French accent for Laosin. I don't know. It's just too. I would slip into Hispanic. So
That's the fun part.
Baby, I drink wine.
You could go from Russian to Scottish in an instant.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's just their dialect. I don't know, maybe.
Canadian Irish is
Yeah.
the one I always do by accident. Is I meld the two.
Right. All right, let's get the fuck out of here, man.
Okay.
I mean, senor monk. Sorry.
So I have one
Senor
more.
hombre.
I have one more.
Jefe.
spell.
Por favor. Más rápido. Ándale, ándale.
I'm gonna call him Jefe, that boss from now. He's my mentor now.
Give me a second here.
Oh, I could have been doing this. I am failing at my job already.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
one?
We don't need the camera on the map anymore. Yep, let's go ahead and give.
Is it that one?
Yep, that one there, the top one. And it'll take a second to change. It's just like that. Ooh, we're pretty washed out. This will probably help. Yeah, that kind of helps. It's a bad camera, apparently.
That'll work.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you, if you're going for stealth, which I can't remember if that's what you chose. Are you going for stealth? I should ask that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do that as well.
I mean, it doesn't hurt
Yeah.
to try, right?
Yep.
If you're going to do so, explain to me the way out of the compound you want to go. Do you want to go that gate, or do you want to try to do something else?
I would say we shoot straight down towards that brush.
On the that tree, to the right of the.
I think it sounds like he wants to go this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the wrong camera now.
No,
You
you're
know
good.
what? That's probably not necessary at this point. You want to stay by the brush. We have the right idea. That was what we were talking
Okay.
about.
Yep.
That's where the hunter should be waiting for you, is by that tree
Yep.
with the snow on it. That isn't supposed to be snow. Don't tell the hunters. They think it's Christmas time. They're really excited. What I'll do is I'll have you roll an average skill check for stealth. So all of you will roll, and then I will roll, and then we'll divide by the number of rolls, and that's going to be your overall stealthiness as a group. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
It's something I do in a situation like this where I know it would be impossible for me to roll 35 stealth checks.
Oh, I like it.
This just makes way more sense.
I got a 15.
Okay.
So it's plus stealth, right?
Yep. I actually
20.
very good.
Oh, that's good. I was just say if you guys roll like shit, I'm gonna use my freaking.
I actually have
I'm gonna use
special
my
dice.
freaking heroic inspiration because of the fact that I didn't get advantage. Then
Oh.
1.
No. Well, so criticals actually aren't being counted here. I just realized. So that's just a
With
normal
dexterity,
one.
1.
So your dex is 0 plus 0.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So we have a 0.
It's because I gave you my.
So we have a
shit.
1. We have an 11 from the people, from the other people, and then I forgot the other 2. I'm sorry.
For me?
Yeah, you
20.
and 20.
Can I use your staple?
Yes, it's in that bottom drawer. Austin, could you tell me again what yours was?
15.
Thank you. 15, and then we divide this by 4. So overall, rounding up, you get a 12, which is actually pretty good. You are
How does
able
that-
to get the group to the tree and meet up with the hunters without issue.
Okay. So this is like the whole group. So
Correct.
they all decided to go with this. Okay. So
Yeah, I sort of fast tracked that, didn't I?
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know. It could be easy for me to fall into like simulator. Let's try it. Let's track everything, and then other days I will just go completely the other direction.
My blind guy. Okay. Can I
Well,
do
it is
that
kind of dark in
on?
here. Do you want more light? I could turn the lights back on.
Pass through. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. that
I am situated.
that this is not something I can cast on something that can move.
I'm glad to hear that. The reason I didn't fill out your sheet completely was because I knew you had better information on your original one.
Mm-hmm.
It was more detailed. So,
Yes, I am.
yeah, see, look at that. That would
There
take
we
so
go.
much for me to write down on your sheet, what you just showed me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd
No,
be a little bit ridiculous.
This should be on.
That's the cool thing about D&D Beyond. It does that for you. These are D&D Beyond character sheets. They're different than the original. The original sheet doesn't have that much space on it. And so what you had to do was have your player's handbook with you. And if you didn't know what something was, you had to look it up in the index.
Wow.
And so nowadays, everything's printed out, and you're like, oh, I want to use Action Surge, and it's written down right beneath Action Surge.
That's a heck of a time saver.
Oh man, it's such a time saver, but sometimes it turns people to be really lazy. They wait until the last moment to decide what to do on their turn.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's got an up and a downside.
Alright, what are we doing now?
You're at the
where are
tree,
we?
you met the hunters.
Okay.
It seems like Doothmare is checking for something in his handbook.
Duration is up to 1 minute. Okay. Never mind. I have a bunch of fun spells at my disposal, so I want to make sure that everyone is cool. I want to make sure everyone is calm because, yeah, if shit hits the fan, I want to make sure that everyone is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be honest.
mellow.
The stealth is pretty low. 12 is pretty low.
Yeah.
There's definitely noise. There's definitely children saying things. There's mothers hushing them. Shh, be quiet. There is noise going on right now. It just seems like nobody noticed. So you're currently at the tree, and the hunter's like, come on, let's get out of here. And they want to show you the way through. And the dwarves are doing their best to try to keep the children quieter, right? Because that's what you asked them, right? To look after the mothers and children?
Yes.
Okay, they're like, be quiet. Quiet. As the kids next to him are like, I'm as tall as you. You're old enough to be my grandfather.
Alright, little pest.
Okay, we'll do another stealth check. We'll see how far you get. This will be like half of the distance you got to travel in the bush. It's going to take a while. You're going slowly because you have to. So let's do another one of those group stealth checks. Prisoners did worse this time.
Oh, fuck, I did worse. 6.
6, 14, 8. Okay,
Yeah,
and then
mine's a plus
Austin
0,
as
right?
well.
Sneak, stealth, yeah. So 14.
See what Austin gets.
11.
11. Alright, divide by 4.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
probably not the same as last
You
time.
get a 10.
Oh, geez, that's lovely.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Who's drawing up the rear? Is it any of you guys?
Yeah, I'm in the back.
You're at the rear?
You want to be in the rear? Okay.
You finish ushering a group of children into the bush, and just as you're about to follow, you hear a voice directed at you. And off to your left, you see a cultist of higher level than you. You there! What do you think you're doing? Report for inspection.
No shit.
I draw my bow and fire an arrow at him.
Woohoo!
All right.
Oh lord.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you that attack, and then we'll use the initiative we rolled.
This could
So
get
time for
fun.
battle music.
This could get difficult. Where can we set this up somewhere?
Yeah, we got a problem now, and we don't have. Okay, we're going to. First of all, let me bring back.
standard grid or
some
something.
more light.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need
Oops. There we go. All right. Hold on. These guys. They're only a little bit hot. Okay, I'm gonna try to simplify it and say we don't need all of the children and all
No.
of the humans.
Just I think if we have like a couple.
Yes, I think so. So, yes, done with the compound map. This is a permanent map, so we won't be drawing on this one. This took a really, really long time to make with a Sharpie.
Oh, I bet.
I even had the chisel point Sharpie, and it still took a while. I went through like half of the Hunger Games Catching Fire making this. So, it took a while.
So, where would you like us to be? I'm assuming we're like leaving this way.
Yeah, I don't have anything to indicate brush. So for the moment, use your imagination like we all have this entire time, and pretend that there's a hedge here or something. And this is the base of your cliff.
This
And
is the
this-
base of the cliff.
Is the cliff. Or how about
Hey,
this?
Brandon.
We'll say this is
Yo.
the edge of the cliff. Does that make
Brandon,
sense?
do
Does
your
that work?
job.
I think that
Huh?
works.
You want to do your job?
You wanna do
What
your
are you talking
job?
about?
The camera.
Oh.
Sure, man.
Okay, so
Yeah, I got you. Hold up.
you're outside the brush. And I'm gonna say that we're inside the brush. And we have people
Oh, very
here.
Oh,
Sorry.
thank you. I apologize, Austin. This is a really awful image, but I just don't have a whole lot at my disposal at the moment. We're going to pretend that everything on this side of the brown is unscalable cliff. Just because. So everything down here
This whole thing is brush.
is open space that you can move around on, and we're going to say that there's brush here. Right? I don't have any bushes yet. I'll work on that, or I'll get to digital maps before then. I'm kind of like juggling both at the same time. I really want to get a TV set into a table, at least as a prototype. I'm working towards it.
If you want to space out a little bit more for like the people, I guess.
This is okay. This gets the point across.
Yeah.
And Smirgoff is here.
Yes.
So
Outside the brush.
we need a cultist. Cultist is there. We'll say he doesn't see the rest of the party group. He only sees Smirgoff. So you attacked. What was your attack roll?
Oh boy, let's see.
This is why I'm not putting a whole lot of
Yep.
effort into drawing a map. 10?
Nope. 24.
Jesus.
Well, you hit. How much damage do you do?
Not 24.
That'd be epic.
That would be pretty epic.
6.
Okay. Well, it doesn't kill him, but it does a significant amount of damage. The rest of you, it would start with Doothmer's turn and then go back to Smirgoff Vice. Do you want to just continue what you're doing? Or do you want to stop and fight? You probably don't even really realize what's going on.
I was gonna say I don't think I would realize what's going on yet
Okay.
because no one's raised an alarm. Well, would I have heard him saying?
Probably.
Okay.
No, if you're at the lead with the hunters, I don't know that you would understand what's happening any more than you just heard a voice. And then you hear a, oh.
Okay, I'm just going to use my turn, and I'm going to tell the hunters, like, lead these further. Keep going.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much is what I'm going to tell them to do, and I'm going to move back. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Here.
Close enough you can see him.
And I'm gonna tell these guys, hey, I'm gonna whisper,
Yep.
you know, keep moving quickly.
Sounds good. Their turn will come shortly.
And I'm going to. Can I see through there, or is the brush breathing?
Well, you just popped out effectively from the bush, so you can see him now.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I was pretending this was like a full blown.
Oh. This is a really awful imaginary bush. It's
Okay.
really hard to know where this bush is. Tell you what, I've got a better idea. Let's take those big rocks out. I got a bunch of smaller ones. Anything that's rocks is bush.
Okay.
And so we'll have to kind of like move him slightly. And so that's good enough. That makes it a little easier, right?
Okay.
I stole a whole bunch of Gravway Drive.
Okay.
Gravway Driveville.
What?
I do that all the
Gravel
time.
drive.
Driveway gravel.
Holy smokes.
Why was that so
That
hard?
took a while. Yeah, that was
Gravway Dravel. Drive.
driveway gravel. That's
How many gallons of ale have y'all had?
I don't know, but I
not enough.
think I
Two
just
16s.
I come standard issue with the inability to speak.
I love it.
Okay. Doothmare, once your turn is over, it's back to Smirgov. So you could attack if you want.
No, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna talk to Schmirgoff and be like, dude, what are you doing? That's not a deer.
No shit, dwarf.
Fucking right.
Oh, he's doing an 18 for a deception check.
Okay, so
That's a good
17.
Okay, I better roll an opposed.
So yeah, I'm going against him, trying to tell Schmirgoff, hey, that's not a deer.
What are you doing? Why are you shooting that in the camp? Look what you've done to my arm. It's a good thing we have healers. Guards, take this one.
Oh, we gotta go.
Sweet, we gotta move.
Okay, I think it's Smirgov's turn now, right? Would you say that's fair? Or you're done
I
with your
did an
turn?
action.
Okay.
That was my
Was he
action, I
first?
guess.
He was first, yeah.
Okay.
So that was my action, pretty much. I
I just
deceived
realized
him into thinking that, hey, we're out hunting, man.
I just realized how much longer than 6 seconds that was, but it's whatever.
That's funny.
I mean, my
Hey,
response.
That's not a deer.
No. My response
Oh.
was way longer than 6 seconds.
Let's say I was actually good. Hey,
No.
that's not
You
a deer.
you followed the rule. I didn't. I fouled it up.
I felt pretty happy with that. I was like, hey.
Yeah,
There
you
you go.
did a great job. I failed.
Well, I mean, I beat you, I think. Maybe.
Something like that. All right, Smirgoth. You still have your bow drawn on him. His guard's down a little bit. Not all the way, but a little bit.
We just
well,
call-
I fire another arrow at him.
I was hoping you would.
That's good.
Here I am trying to save your ass. The dwarf bluffs his ass.
Ooh,
And you're over here like, I'm gonna
Right.
just kill this motherfucker.
13.
13. That'll hit.
Oh my goodness. Probably
Don't
barely.
screw this up.
Oh, nice. 11.
He goes down.
Or no, sorry, 10. 10.
Still goes down.
Okay.
But not as hard.
Yeah. He's a pretty small guy. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. The smaller they are, the smaller they fall. It's not how that saying goes, you know?
So he's down, but he yelled guards.
That's right. So, your stealth has been dropped because of this encounter. Do you rush it?
Well, let's start running towards the exit.
Okay, I will take excuse me, I meant to say acrobatics checks for running.
Oh, sweet.
We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna average it out for the purpose of getting the last stretch. So this,
Acrobatic dwarf. Come on, man.
what do you think of what you're asking me?
17.
Oh, they got a 0.
Oh.
Zero.
Oh, come on.
Well, I didn't choose what it was gonna roll.
Oh,
wish
and I
could
got
swear in
a,
Spanish.
and I got a acrobat.
Oh, you got
I
that.
got 3.
Oh, I thought I saw that 20 sticking up.
Oh, I thought you
I
got
was
the
like,
20.
Oh, shit.
No.
All
No, I
right.
did if the dwarf is that kind of acrobat.
Oh man, not looking good so far. How
Oh,
about
heck no.
you, Austin? What kind of acrobatics check would you get?
He's doing cartwheels
4.
through the freaking shit.
4?
Oh, wow.
That's no way. He's got that much of a freaking. He's got that much of a dex bonus.
No.
You can't roll a 0.
That comes out to an average of 6.
If you roll a 4, it's gonna be,
We're screwed.
it's gonna be like an 8.
We better fucking do something. Hunker down.
Uh,
Well, I guess does it matter? I rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
I'm not counting criticals, so you would add your
so yeah, it'd be a 4.
you would add your
Holy shit.
modifier to this one.
Ranger rolls a 4.
Okay, I'm in a weird spot. I don't know what to do. Let's see here.
Well, you gotta do whatever
Or you
is
could-
logical and whatever,
I mean, we'd be moving at regular
you know,
speed.
you gotta do whatever is logical, honestly.
I
What
think
would
if
happen?
not, so I don't think anyone trips or falls behind. I think you're just moving slowly,
Okay.
and it's probably the children holding you back.
Through the brush, you can almost give us like half movement speed since we rolled so
Yeah,
low.
yeah.
Even though we're trying to run. We're
So
running in slow
far,
motion.
yeah. So far, the only voices of alertness that you hear are well off in the distance, and so you're making noise and you're moving as quickly as you can. You're moving faster than you were when you were stealthing, but it's not great, right? You haven't actually failed anything. You're just struggling to get out of this place. And as you get around the corner, you see a group of kobolds jump out.
Sweet.
Oh, that's four. Oh, that's not all of them. I made more than this. There we go. I'm really happy with how these binder clips make a great base for these things. I bought out the dollar store on binder clips yesterday. All right, we're gonna go back to this being a road. We're out of the clearing. Or not out of the clearing, you're out of the cultist camp. We'll keep you on this side of the map. We'll say you're in a different spot. No cultists, just kobolds. That goes over there. Alright. So no cultists, just
They're
kobolds.
spread out.
They're spread out. They're talking in their really annoying nasally voice. Hey, get them!
You said that's no longer a ridge line, right?
No longer a ridgeline.
Yep.
Actual forest map. There are some trees, they are inconsequential to this portion. It's an actual road now. No more need for imagination on that one. What do you do?
25, right?
I think those two in the middle are probably close enough that I can hit two of them in one turn.
I think so.
So, do we need
I
a
think
roll new initiative, or are we keeping old? Because there's
Oh,
not going to be any.
I didn't think about that.
surprise. There's
You
not
could-
going to be any surprise.
There's no surprise. Yeah, I personally don't mind keeping initiative when the encounters are so close together. I don't know what you guys think.
I have no problem
Yeah.
with that.
Okay, if you like it, then we can keep that. We'll see.
That's why I asked, because I was not 100% sure.
Yeah. Are you talking about these two here, Austin? You're saying they're
Yeah.
close enough? Okay. And if you want to be further up, you can. You don't have to be at the back like you were. You're now on the road, so to speak, right next to it.
Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
So, quick question.
Oh, shit.
Quick question
Oh.
before that roll happens. So are we going back to order? So am I first?
Oh yeah, you are. I'm sorry. I momentarily forgot where we were.
I just wanted to make sure, because this is like we've
Oh,
moved
yeah,
quite
you
a
were
bit
first,
and
huh?
we're at new encounters, so I just wanted to make sure that
the
where we were at.
The problem was I was so absorbed in where things were on the map that I forgot about the where in initiative.
Nope, all good.
Yeah, that's my little light so I could see what I was seeing.
These are cool because you can change all the
Mm-hmm.
colors and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
We used to have the little dinky ones. If you put them on top of our cabinets,
Oh, nice.
and we turn them all on and stuff like that to give ambiance. It's pretty cool.
That's a great idea.
Okay, so this is gonna get fun. Okay, so how far are we from the greenest? Would we know that?
I think I said it was an hour. I don't remember
An
exactly.
hour walk, so
I'll say it was an hour
4
walk.
miles.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems fair. And if you were going at a quicker pace, perhaps you could cut that in half.
Run, Forrest, run!
Run, Forrest, run!
All right, cool. So
Jedi. I love you, Jedi.
Run, Jedi. Okay, so I am going to advance here. Let me move right there,
Okay.
and I'm good.
Okay. Now we'll move on to Smirgoff. And then right after him will be Terran.
That put me in the right position, so a lot of them can reach me if they want to.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Come
Just
to
do me a
Butthead.
favor.
Come to Butthead.
Bring your face to my ox.
Let me show you.
Or
what
does
I
it bring
can
your
do.
pretty face to my ox?
Oh, and I'll go ahead and I'll pull my long sword.
There we
at
go.
the end of my
Yep.
turn here.
Yep. Good idea.
So I'll pull my long sword and I'll grunt. Oh, crit grunt. Right there, 20. So I crit. Ah!
The tail falls off of the kobold nearest you.
He goes, what? Where's my freaking tail?
Man, it took me so long to grow that tail.
All right.
You bastard.
Go ahead, Austin. It's your turn.
You killed my tail, you bastard.
Can I move 4 spaces diagonally towards the road?
This
in
way?
the other direction.
This way.
Yep. Right there. And then I've got those 2 far kobolds in my line of sight.
Here and here?
Nope, the one closer to me. That one and that one. Yep.
Okay.
Attack with those.
Too far right from far left on your
In
side.
case that helps.
Far right.
This is a 1-inch grid, so the
Yep, so
rulers
he's
should
going,
work.
he's going here and he's going here.
Rulers don't really work on the diagonals, but we can kind of.
Is that a? Can he hit that back one?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got the range for it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So he's attacking both of those.
Yep, I'm gonna do the front one first.
Okay,
96.
26.
that'll hit.
that it goes through the first kobold and hits the second one. 26.
And then 8.
8 damage.
Yep.
26? I keep forgetting that he has like an insane plus to his number.
He falls over, going. "Ah!" Kinda
Okay,
like
and then the second one is a 23
That'll hit too.
Jesus.
and an 11.
I love that I'm like hardcore critting like my charisma checks right now. Can't hit anything else, but by God, I can't sneak save my life. But boy, I'm good at. I'm king bullshitter right now.
And then that's it for my turn.
Good thing those are. No, I killed the women and children.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna Naruto run up to this guy right up here. Can I get right up next to him?
I
Yeah,
think
what,
you've
30?
got 30 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, you know.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
So, running up to somebody like that, they don't get a opportunity attack, do they?
No.
Okay.
No, they don't unless you move through their
Okay.
You're going to move through their attack range.
through their.
So get right up
With
to
the
him
melee.
with my scimitars and attack. So 17
That'll hit.
Plus,
plus whatever.
yeah. 17 hits by itself. You don't need the pluses.
It's already a
Don't need
hit.
no speaking pluses.
If you need D8s,
D8s,
they're all in the wood box
I
here.
just need this.
Scimitars are 6s, I think, right? Plus.
5.
Yep.
5 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're kobolds.
Kobolds have very low health.
Level 1 versus level 3s, they're screwed.
And that's my turn.
All right. Oh, that was Tyranny. Okay, 2 kobolds. They throw sling stones in your general direction, Boothmer. See if they actually hit
Nice.
you, though.
Well,
Mine.
they screwed me up last time they did that to me. That was bad. They almost killed me.
Got a concussion from that one?
Multiple.
Worse than Katie's?
Yeah, definitely. Because I got hit by 2.
All right, I got a 15 and an 18. Rolls
The
to
15
attack.
misses, 18 hits.
18 hits. It does 4 damage, bludgeoning.
Ooh, sweet.
Not very high. And they turn and run.
So, oh, hell no.
They can't get very far.
I say that
Not
they.
when he's shooting his bow like that. There ain't no way.
That's as far as I can get. Through the battlefield.
You're lucky I ain't wasting no spell on you. That'd be fun. Just say if he had the balls to throw a stone at me and stay there, oh good lord, he would not be happy.
What do you think you're doing there, Bucko? Alright, that's the monster's turn. The NPCs are going to just follow suit. Rangers will make attacks, see if they can hit those kobolds as they're running away. I have an additional d20.
You don't
have
have
enough
30.
dice.
Here's the 30. Holy lord.
They went out. Well, we've got 3 hits.
Oh yeah, they're toasty.
Wait, I forgot what's the longbow damage again? Can you remind me, Austin?
It's a D8 plus 3.
That's what I thought. Okay, thank you.
D8 plus dexterity.
I bought out the store Lookout Games with all their D8s last
Oh,
time
yeah.
I went. Yeah, they finish off the last 2 kobolds. Kind of anticlimactically. Steal the kill from you.
That's all good.
1 shot takes 1 down, 2 shots takes the other 1 down.
I don't like assists. I like the kills.
Stole my kill, man!
Stole my kill!
What did that kill? We've been doing this all day. We really need to stop.
Piss people off.
Well, I mean, he's got a kid, so he's really good at it.
Really good at throwing tantrums at work.
All right, you are well outside of the light of the cultist camp, and you see torches moving in the distance behind you, several hundred feet. What do you do?
We're running.
We gotta get. Yeah, we run.
Run, right? Yep.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
How many of you have dark vision?
To 60 feet.
I think Austin.
I don't know if the ranger has it.
Wait. Dark
I have it.
vision.
You have it?
elf.
Yeah,
Okay.
we all got
You
it.
have elf.
Yeah.
Elves are like the 120 right there.
You got 2 half elves with you, and you got a half orc with you. They all have dark vision, and then you've got dwarves, which also have dark vision. The only ones that can't see where they're going are the humans. But there's enough of you here that you could organize something, right?
Yeah, we pretty much are in the way. We're we have like we were. So I was leading the pack.
Yep.
You have with the rangers, then you have some of the guards that
Do we? Yeah.
Brandon's character. Then we had more. And then we had
I mean, to make this fast, is there enough characters
at
with
the end.
dark vision to have at least one of the people that don't have it? Like, can there be one accompanying the people that don't have it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We should probably swap cams now.
Well, the people that are in between us and stuff, we just pretty much let them know, hey, follow us quickly. I can.
Other than that,
do
though, I mean, the people that have dark vision take the people's hands that don't and just lead them.
But we wouldn't be able to run.
They can't run anyways. They can't see.
True.
I think that'd be the quickest way.
Yeah, and the torches aren't yet catching up to you. They fan out once they get outside of the cultist camp, and they start some go up onto the slopes. You're in the kind of the low lands. This is not where you came in. This is a different road than what you came in. But some of the people around here know the area, the rangers in specific. And they say, "We know the way." They're all
Yeah.
human stuff.
Whatever the most efficient way to follow them is, whether it's like this in an organized stack or one with dark leading one without.
Okay, so
Adults,
Yeah.
people carry the kids that don't encumber and just rush.
okay, I'll have to get coordinates for
Well, I think it's safe to say that you are able to make good ground without too much issue.
that. Okay.
Any warning that the cultists are getting close to you would come from torchlight that you see in the distance, and you don't see any come close to you. Some of them
Okay.
come down the road, but they eventually stop, turn around, and go back.
Because they saw their
Okay.
dead friends and went like, oh damn, no! No!
So we just keep going until we either make it, right, or something stops us.
Fucking ruby dust. The hell are you making me buy, man? You gotta keep ruby dust around. You're son of a bitch.
Casting a cantrip takes an action, right? Even if it's a reaction.
Yep. Well, if it's a reaction, it takes a reaction.
And it doesn't take an action.
Correct, because they're different action economy. If it specifically says it's a reaction, you can cast it as a reaction.
And not an action.
Yeah, though I'm pretty sure that's Warcaster that allows you to do that.
Well,
What's the spell you're talking about?
well, both of my spells, my absorb elements and my shield, are both reaction spells.
Oh, yeah, those would be exceptions to this rule. Yeah.
So it would cost an action.
It would just
to cast.
cause your reaction
Okay.
to use it. Yeah. Yeah, those ones should be. They should explain
So if I
like that. It should say it uses a reaction.
right.
So if it uses a reaction, it does not use an action. That's
Okay.
something else.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's cool. I like
Uh-huh.
that. I like that. a
Yeah,
lot.
that's really good for your economy in battle.
I'm assuming you can only use one reaction at a time.
Yeah, one per turn. Yeah.
That's a really cool spell.
What are we figuring out now?
No, I was just looking. I was like, I could do something if I had the components.
It's okay. I was giving you a moment to think and taking a moment to DM brain. After you do it for a while, sometimes your brain gets a little tired. You gotta take a rest for a moment. But I'm good.
Cool level 2 spell.
Those of you with dark vision could perceive on the trip to make sure that you don't get jumped by wolves or something.
Perception.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, I might also take survival if you want. If you wanted to swing for survival instead, that would also be okay.
Survival would actually work good. Oh yeah, 22.
14.
Austin, you could do perception or survival if you want. To check and see if you're going to get jumped by wolves or something of that sort.
What kind of terrain are we in?
You are in forest terrain. Forest
Now-
/ grasslands.
Okay.
Not your mountain.
Oh, is he a mountain? Oh.
I think so. Unless they changed it somehow.
Yeah, it's mountain.
Bummer.
These are the best games you've ever.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
What do they taste
Those are
like?
the
I've never
peanuts.
had one.
Yeah, it's like peanut.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Can I actually use primeval awareness?
Oh, that's weird.
I used to love these things. I mean, I still do.
Primeval awareness. I'm not familiar with that one off the top of my head.
As an action, you can expend one ranger stealth slot to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elements, fae, fiend, or undead are present. Oh wait, that doesn't include
Kobolds.
Wow, this
kobolds
It's
or.
been a while since I opened it.
Oh, that's kind of useless. Never mind. Alright, yeah, I'll go, you said survival or.
Survival or
My hands are still a little torn up from my darn
perception. Right?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. One of you catches wind of a wolf pack and manages to get you all to stop before the wolves catch your scent. You move downwind. You avoid the wolves.
Luckily, the dwarf is in front.
Right? After a half hour's travel at a quickened pace, it's not running, but it's a quickened pace, you can see the town of Greenest in the distance. And it's not far in the distance. And you manage to make it into town without any,
To the keep.
without any monsters stopping you.
No, we go straight to the keep.
To the keep.
You see people in town, like, popping out of their buildings, looking at you, like, who are these people coming in?
Get back in your house.
It's not completely, like, dead of night yet. I guess it'd sort of probably still be awake for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's probably only about 80, 30, really.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Get your ass back.
You get back to you get to the keep. Okay.
Yeah, onto the keep.
On the gate. Let us in. Let us in. Right. Or do you go through the tunnel?
No,
No,
we're going
gate.
through the tunnel.
Yeah, gate.
That would probably scare some folks. Hello! Where did you come from? Why are you in our basement?
Why did you let 40 people know where our tunnel is?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There seems to be very few people up at this hour,
Let us in, damn you.
but the gate is opened, and you bring everybody in.
Hurry.
Okay.
Yo, yeah.
Laosin is also there with you.
Go see the healers.
See the healers. The guards go rouse important persons. So both Escobar and Tarba Nighthill show up. My goodness! We sent you out for information, and who do you bring back?
Half the town.
Near 40 people! And Escobar walks out. He sees the ranger. Hey! Oh, it's been a long time since I clapped eyes on you. And they get to talking. Pretty soon they get down to business. What happened? What is it like out there?
Yeah. We found their we found their camp, and there's a lot of them. We brought back Leosin here, who has been studying them for some time, but we do know that. Actually, I don't know because my guy doesn't know the leader's name because they do, but I wrote it down anyway.
Oh.
Who's leader?
You
like
know,
we know they're leaving in the morning.
Leosin?
You know the name of Kinnear, one of the cultists was a
Resmir.
higher rank. Oh, Resmir, that's the one you're thinking of. Yes, Resmir, the half black dragon.
Yep.
Resmir is someone you didn't talk about very much, but you did hear about her.
Yep. I wrote down like that. Yeah. So they're a cult of the dragon. Come back. Come back.
Cult of the Dragon? I thought they were myth.
Myth come reality.
It's just stories we use to frighten children.
Tell them, the places that were already hit. I didn't write them down.
I've got them here. I could tell you what they are again.
No, we don't know their next point of attack. Unless Leosin does.
Leosin knows a few things. He says they previously raided the villages of Erebor and Easting. As far as I can tell, their next target, I think, is Berdusk. And then I can only surmise they would continue heading north. I know they're moving for Baldur's Gate. The plan seems to be
Right, they take Boulder's Gate. Good luck.
no, I do not think that's their intent. I think their intent is
That'd be epic if they tried.
to blend in. Did you see how much treasure they were carrying?
We did not see the horde.
It's quite the sum. I explored the camp a little bit before I was captured. I let myself be captured.
We talking to Leosin now?
Yeah, he's filling everybody in, including Nighthill and Escobar. He says, when I was moving around the camp, I noticed that they had certain hoards of treasure. I did not touch it. It was not my goal to be there, to take the treasure. It means nothing to me. I know it means a great deal to you, but there was no way I could have brought it back to you. Impossible. What I know is this. They plan on packing it up and moving it in a merchant caravan, disguised as normal cargo.
Oh, we hit that.
They make for
We're not
Baldur's
evil.
Gate.
That's that thief in you.
I know.
They make for Baldur's Gate.
I haven't been able to talk to my monk yet.
Don't worry. He looks at you, somehow sensing you want to talk to him about being a monk.
He heard me say I want to hit that character.
We'll talk about that monkey business later.
Right? That is monkey business. Lawful good people.
A monk would not hit that
Going up
caravan.
against the freaking caravan.
Yes. No, it seems you have a misunderstanding.
They intend to move it to Baldur's Gate and disguise it as real cargo. They will be moving with real merchants. It'll be hard to figure out who's who. There'll be innocent people there. I overheard talk about this. They're taking it to some place, the name of which is not complete. I do not understand it. It is called the Well. At least that is how I heard it.
A drinking well, senor.
I do not know. I was not able to deduce such information. It was dangerous. Most of this is what I pieced together from what I overheard. It is my understanding that Baldur's Gate is not far from Greenest. It is several weeks' travel by foot. However, I came prepared. And he says, have you found my apprentice?
Apprentice.
Yes, he was here in Greenest. I was here in Greenest before I was taken captive.
What is your apprentice name?
Let me find it real quick.
Please be the one.
That would be so funny.
Do you know where this is, he was normally at?
The
In
apprentice?
Greenest?
He says his name is Nassim. He would have been organizing help to find you. Seems he must have missed you when you left.
Azim Light.
Never mind, I shall find him myself. Thank you, though. I forgot where I was going with this. Why did I mention his apprentice? Somebody had asked a question. What was the question? Was it about the trip? Oh, to Baldur's Gate. Oh, yes, I got it. Sorry. I connected the dots.
Nice.
You hadn't asked a question. It was in the back of my mind. He says, I came prepared knowing I would need help. I just hadn't found it yet. I have several horses available to quicken your travel. If it's just the three of you, and he looks at the three of you. I need help. I need you to get to, wrong page. I need you to get to Verdusk as quickly as possible. I need you to raise the alarm and then shortly after, I need you to head to Baldur's Gate to alert my friend Ontharr Froom of the Order of the Gauntlet.
How in the world do you spell that?
Ontharr. Last name Frume.
Order of the what?
Order of the Gauntlet.
Really?
Some of us Harpers have friends in strange places. As for myself, I must move to Waterdeep. I must alert the people of Waterdeep to the oncoming threat, and I will meet you. I will meet you in Verdusk. Excuse me. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate.
Like I said, you're going all the way to Waterdeep.
Okay.
That's
It'll take a long time.
long time.
Doesn't take a long time. He gives you some instructions on how to get to Ontharr. They're not relevant at the moment, so I will fill you in on those later. I'll just reveal those details when it gets closer in the game, because for now I don't have all those in my head yet. But he sure does, so your characters know, but you don't.
Gotcha.
That's the great, it's like a cheat code for DMing. Your characters know, but you don't.
Oh, we need to get to Verdusk?
Verdusk. Burdusk.
Burdusk.
Berdusk.
That's the next village that's going to be sacked or raided.
Take them horses.
Yeah, you can take the 3 horses and you can make it there quickly. If the cult's moving by foot, you could get there sooner.
Do we need to rest at all? Is there any?
You've had a full day plus some.
Yeah, we're definitely
Yeah.
gonna have to sleep. But they're not. I don't think they're leaving until the morning. But if they leave in the morning, they're not that far away from us. So us on horses versus them, we get there very easily, way well ahead of them.
Lastly, there's one other thing I must tell you. I have heard of dragon's eggs in a cave. I am concerned. Do not know if it is safe to leave them there. Would you be up to the task of going back to the camp once they've left?
So the cult didn't know that those eggs were in there.
Well, they do. They have been there a long time.
So wouldn't they take? Oh, they wouldn't take them with.
Well, I don't know. I assume they wouldn't take them in the first way. So that the eggs are of no use to raiding villages. Perhaps you can get it while they are raiding the village. As terrible as that sounds. I could send other riders there, and you could steal the eggs.
Are they packing up? Are they packing up their encampment to move out?
It seems as such.
Seems that way.
Well, if they're going to raid, so they're going to take pretty much not all their leaders, probably a commander, maybe a couple higher, mid ranks, and like all the grunts, except for just a handful. They're probably gonna go. I was like, so, I mean, they're probably gonna leave both the towers. This is just me spouting. Both towers are probably going to be gonna have people in them because they're gonna have some kind of sentries watching because the camp will be vulnerable, especially if there's stuff that's left behind.
That's why I was wondering if they were packing up.
That
'Cause-
cave would be, yeah.
Is that like a? I wonder. Is that like a permanent outpost? Do you know?
So Leosa knows that they have used that as a headquarters for a while, for a
Okay.
long time. Not permanently, but certainly long enough that
They'll
they took,
always have people there.
they took
Somebody.
the time to make an extensive prison there. So they're
Yeah.
probably going to leave some
That's
forces
true.
behind. They're not going to fully evacuate.
That's true.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like the guard towers are probably
Yeah.
gonna have people in them.
Well, do we want?
There's probably gonna be a few roaming sentries. There's probably gonna be people still guarding anything that they haven't taken yet.
Senor, what will you do with these eggs after you have them?
I do not know. I would send them to Baldur's Gate. And let the Order of the Gauntlet protect them. I am not sure their purpose, but I am unnerved by their existence. As far as I know, there might be multiple colors of eggs in there.
Well, we gotta get some dragon eggs, no?
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, my character playing my character. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna break them.
Smirgoff and Terran probably could do an insight check to see if you know a little bit more about what they're talking about tomorrow. You wandered around the camp quite a while.
Yeah,
you heard
we
a lot
did.
of talk.
They were talking about a ritual.
Talking about a what?
Ritual instead of a raid.
Where's that side?
It's a wisdom-based one. So you'd roll a check and add your wisdom modifier. And I don't think you're proficient in that one.
I am.
Okay.
15.
15? Right. See if Austin gets a higher one.
19.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Yes, he must be the wise one in the group, huh?
He totally is. He doesn't drink enough.
I'm the wise one,
We got 2 wise ones.
but I wasn't wandering around the camps.
They were referring to the ritual tomorrow.
They may not be leaving yet.
You were right, Garbs.
I know.
So they may not be leaving tomorrow. Ritual. Oh man.
Oh, they have a ritual. See, I did not hear that. What are they going to be doing at the ritual? I thought they would be leaving.
Sounds fun to disrupt a ritual, though, doesn't it?
Not when there's that many people.
You just need us to fire a couple good shots. And
Religion checks probably would help when it comes to figuring out what a cult would do in a ritual. Not a whole lot.
Best.
12.
15.
We're doing religion checks?
Yeah.
I have to roll in the top 75 percentile most of them because my
3.
religion check, my religion check as a man of the cloth is -1.
Sweet.
I had to be proficient in it just to keep it from being -3.
How did that happen?
Because your
It's
dice
intelligence
were
based.
horrible.
That's right. I don't know why religion isn't wisdom based. Do a wisdom based religion check for me.
Well, if I did that, it would be a 19.
Okay.
This is how I roll. This right here is how I roll.
I would blend those two rolls together in this particular instance because I think the difference between the two and what we're talking about is quite minimal. So I'm fine with either. I also like giving options to players. So, rituals sometimes include ritualistic sacrifice or blood being spilt.
Okay. That's going to be a lot more difficult if we took all their fodder. If that was what would be potentially sacrificed.
You just fodder. Okay, yeah.
We took all the prisoners.
I was gonna say.
And the 4 that were strung up, those 4 could have been the ones that were sacrificed. Potentially.
And what's his name? The Yosun?
Leosin?
Yosun didn't know anything about this ritual. He just knew.
No,
that
he's been kind of stuck in the prison for a while.
He didn't know he was strung up though.
Well, he knew he was strung up.
He just doesn't know why.
He doesn't know why. The guard didn't say anything. The guard kept tight lips.
He looked pretty special in his purple garb. You look a little bit more special than everyone else. You get tied up.
What do we want to do then?
You look like you might kill me.
Because, I mean, our options are going back, disrupting the ritual, waiting till they're done with it, they complete it, we go get the eggs, or we go straight to the Verdusk.
Verdusk, I think if they're not heading that direction, I think maybe we should go over there and scout to see exactly what this ritual is all about.
I like it.
Because we can get high ground, so we can see where the chances are they're gonna probably do it back towards the back. So I mean,
Where that big old cliff was.
while that whole thing is going on, we can always possibly sneak on the back side, climb down the 20 feet, go into that guard tower, and sack it, and no one will know any different.
Regardless, I think we need to go back.
So we could sack it, then we can watch everything from the guard tower and just see what's going on. And if they do this ritual and after the ritual it's merely nothing more than just a, here's the ritual to give you good luck on your sacking. You know.
What if it's a summoning
We'd be in the guard tower, so we'd be able to duck and cover.
Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm good with that, man.
Yeah.
Because we can go and do that, we can watch what's going on, and if they end up moving out, we do have the horses, because we could take the horses and just keep them safe, keep them tied up somewhere outside the camp, because they're going to be up 70 foot on a cliff.
Yeah.
So if we can keep them, somewhere in a area tied up, you know, we would still be able to potentially sack that guard tower, go back to the horses, you know, and make it to Burdusk, or, you know, if they don't leave, or if they leave, we can always run the horses around to the front,
Yeah, let's just we'll have
sack the other guard tower, and then go on in and see what's in that cave.
yeah.
Let's do it.
And we might actually get the opportunity to get through that cave and still get to Burdusk.
It's true.
Maybe
And
while
get
the
to use the
sacking.
maps that I drew, so this makes me happy.
So the DM's on board, I think. Let's go and see what the heck is going on with this ritual, man. Let's mount some horses. Let's get what we need.
Okay.
Provision wise.
Are you gonna long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's minimum 8 hours. It's 8 o'clock right now.
I think any provisions that we should get, and then we should long rest starting at. Well, you guys only need 4.
Yeah.
You could actually get up completely fully rested at 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
and you would have time to get to the cultist camp under cover of darkness. Bare minimum if everything went exactly correct.
And they're doing the ritual when?
With the horses. We never got a time. Leonis might know, but Leosin, I mean.
Oh, that's what that guy was talking about. Yep.
That's
He
why I was
hinted
over here. I
towards
was
it
like,
too.
he didn't say a time, did he? I'm over here saying, oh, what time was that again?
Yep.
I'm just waiting. I'm like, did you say that?
I knew this was gonna come in handy for me.
What time is that again?
That was good.
How many times?
Oh, I
how many
slipped that
times
one
am
by
I?
ya.
That was a good one.
Oh.
Dude.
I'm over here. How many times he's like saying something, and I like glance over at him. I'm over here. It's like I can't say anything. And I'm like, damn it. I
The
was like,
previous DM knows.
I'm just looking at it. I'm like, man, somebody just say it. Slowly,
We
Austin's
were-
getting there. Slowly, Austin's getting there. I'm like, come on. I'm giving him the fist pump. I'm like, come on. No, you're almost there. Just ask the question.
We were too drunk to figure it out.
That's a good lore-friendly reason for why.
So then the problem becomes: do we skip the rest and because we're gonna take exhaustion?
We need to take the full rest. We need to take the full 8 because I need to get all my spells back. So
We'll
use 3.
most likely miss the ritual.
I don't think so. I think, you know, if we get 8 hours, like you said, we can
4
get up at
a.m.
4. We're on horseback. We're only about 3 miles away from the camp. On
Mhm.
horseback, we get there in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
6
so
minutes.
we're there under cover darkness. We get there, and we can get in position by probably 5 a.m. I
At the
highly doubt
latest.
that
I
they're
think
going to start that like.
we can be there by 4:30.
Yeah, we could technically do it probably by 4:30.
Yeah.
I mean, the terrain up top, I mean, like I said, I really think that we should try to go around to the back side. I have silk rope and stuff we can rappel down and potentially under cover darkness sack that guard tower. And then we'd have great view of everything.
All right, long rest it is.
And they'd have no idea. Because being 50 foot up in the air and inside of a tower and stuff like that, unless someone raises an alarm that is like stupid loud.
No. So nobody's taken any damage. We only have spell slots.
I took damage.
You took damage? Okay.
Yeah, I
You
took
should get
3.
it back. You should
Yep.
get your health completely back. Not. I mean, you don't even have to use hit dice for it.
Yeah.
You just get healed by the healer. All of the prisoners will stay behind. None of them are coming with.
Oh yeah, we don't want them to come up.
Leosin's got to depart. He's got another place he has to be.
Yep.
He's gonna make like Gandalf the Grey and get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to get to Gondor. Let's see. That leaves the hunters are gonna stay. They thank you for all of your work. What's his face? Night Hill
Also is incredibly grateful, and he said, look, I already gave you the 250, but I'm going to give you another 100 gold for the excellent extra work you did. You brought back citizens. This is worth more than what I paid you. So he gives you another 100 gold
All three or between them?
between the three of you.
Between the three of us.
So it would be
33 gold.
33 and a third repeating. So I guess 33 gold, 3 silver for each of you.
I gotta go find a pen. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, brain.
Hitting you pretty good.
Hit me a little bit. Let's see here.
So
Make sure I have all my.
we're heading back.
Got this all
Or are you still going?
Let's see. You're going to. I'm fine with fast forwarding through the night, saying that you can make it by horseback at 4:30, with all of your spell slots back and all your health back, and your gold that you just got. It would be just the three of you. You would have nobody else with you.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you really desperately wanted to hire somebody, maybe. It would
No.
just be the three.
Just the three of us should be sufficient.
Okay.
We can make it if we try.
Just the 2 3/4. My sister sent me a video of something like that. It was so funny. It was like if you take songs and you apply inflation rate to them. Just the 6 3/4 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 6 3/4 of us.
That's good.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay.
I really like my spells. I want to use them.
You will get the chance for sure. The caves are going to be fun. But first, we need some perception checks from whoever or all of you wants to do it. I don't either. Lucky dice.
Warm them up a little bit.
21.
What are we doing?
21. That's a good one. Yeah, perception.
18 plus 3, right? 3 perception? Yep.
It's kind of lower.
18.
18. I thought I heard a 12 from Austin. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. So it sounds like Doothmer was the one who saw it this time. It's nighttime. The torches are still burning where they should be, like the stationary torches. There's nobody milling about. It seems like the camp has gone quiet.
Do we go to the backside?
Yeah, so we're up on cliffside, right? Or-
That's what I figured you. I thought you had said that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, so
Towards the
I
gate.
think I'm gonna move this.
Oh yes. Here, use that. Use that again.
So
later.
what I'm thinking we should do is we should, mosey this way, find a place for the horses,
Yeah.
and then mosey on over here, because this right here is 50 feet up to this ledge where the guard tower is. This is 70 feet, so we can rappel down
Mm-hmm.
quietly, rappel down, and we can make our way over here to this guard tower. Can we see how that guard tower is situated? Which way is it facing? Like entrances to the back?
Oh, I think I had maybe suggested that last week, and I'll go with this. That the entrance is on the back, and then there's a rope ladder here. And that's how they got up that 50 feet. Because that's set 20 feet below the level that you're standing on. So you're 20 feet above the guard tower. At least
Correct.
the base of the guard tower. The tower's got some height to it, but I never thought about how tall it would be.
How far is arrow range?
120 feet.
For a longbow, I think think it's 120.
Would Austin be able to possibly hit him from the top lip?
Yeah. Yeah, he could definitely rain arrows down on that guard tower. You also would only be 70 feet above the ground level. So anything down on this level, you know, is valid to hit. You said you wanted to check out that back corner, is that right? Did somebody say that?
Oh,
Thought
well,
maybe
we
Chris did.
came up this way. I wanted to come up to the back corner here so we could rappel ourselves down. I want to potentially take that guard tower.
Oh,
wanna
I see
sack
what
it.
you're saying. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I want to potentially sack that guard tower, so therefore we have a place in which we can witness potentially witness, because I'm assuming they're archer towers in a way.
Okay. I see what you're
That's
saying.
what
Yeah, it'd
I'm
only be-
envisioning when I see guard tower. It's probably like open top, like maybe archer slots in the middle or something, you know, like typical like guard tower. I mean, but this would be a little bit made of wood and not as cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so if that's our objective, we could do it. We could either rely on Austin, or we could try to sneak our way down and sneak our way up the guard tower.
I'd be really careful with launching arrows because we're 100 feet away plus 20 foot down. So if he launches arrows and there is any kind of commotion or any kind of alarm raised, it's going to be very difficult for us to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Let's,
under cover of night we should proceed with caution. I
Let's,
think we should potentially sneak over this way and cut that rope ladder.
How are we gonna get? Oh, we're just gonna rappel back down that 50 feet after we cut it.
Oh yeah, we could rappel down. I have 50 foot of silk rope. Everyone does. Everyone should.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think so? We take the guard tower first, though, right? Or no?
Yeah, that's one thing. I think we take the guard tower.
Yeah, and then
And I think we can take the guard tower, because more than likely there's a night guard and then there's going to be a day guard. So the guards might switch here soon. I don't know what time their switch is. That's why I'm thinking we cut that rope ladder down, or we pull the rope ladder up.
okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Because
Then.
we can pull the rope ladder up if it's able to be pulled up. That way no one else can come. We can take them,
I like that.
and then we can watch.
Just see
We
if
can
see
watch
anything.
the ritual from there. Because I don't think because you can launch arrows if we really feel the need to disrupt the ritual. Because A, they're not going to be able to get up to us pretty quick because we pulled all the rope ladders up. If we're able to.
See, and I
And
feel
B, we can get out of there pretty dang quick. And to our horses if we have to make a quick getaway.
there's no commotion though, so that means one of two things: it hasn't started yet, or it's already over.
Yeah, it could be already over. But I mean, by what you guys gathered in the deal, it was supposed to be in the morning. So I'm gonna say it hasn't happened yet.
Tomorrow morning is what he said, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, and we could always wait and see if the
Yeah,
guards
let's-
leave to go to this ritual, and maybe we'll be able to get to the guard tower with no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I want to.
That Big Ten, I'm going to assume that it's somewhere out in this area right here is where they're probably going to be doing it.
So, do you think we can just sit? We'll take the guard tower and then we can watch from there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking we take the guard tower. You guys can launch arrows if we really need to launch arrows if we feel the need. And, you know, I have some spells that can reach 120 feet as well. If we need to defend a position, we can do so.
Let's do that.
But I mean, it's one of those things where, and then you know, once the ritual's done or anything like that, if we want to go down, we just lower those rope ladders, you know, and we can go right into the trees that are down there, so we can hopefully be concealed when we get down there.
Okay.
And we're over there closer to the cave too.
Yeah, let's rappel down then. I think.
Because it is dark out still, so, you know, the torchlight's not going to illuminate us, so as long as we don't roll really bad, I think we should be able to
I mean, each of those squares is 50 feet.
repel.
So.
I don't know if we need any kind of
Athletics
athletics or
dexterity
something.
or
Rope
It
or
would be
rock climbing.
probably acrobatics to get down. Austin, you like that idea?
Yeah. Okay, I'm game.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take. So you're using rope to get down to 20 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to find an area in which we can tie off.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find something. Probably like a big boulder.
Yeah.
Solid. It's not going to come down. Definitely weighs a lot more than a dwarf and two medium-sized creatures.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got 12.
We will repel.
Okay.
The good thing about repelling is it's not horrible.
Oh no.
I got 2.
I thought we were doing stealth.
Oh, is that stealth?
I thought-
I was thinking acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Okay.
Right now you're still 100 feet away from the tower.
Okay. We don't have to
Yeah.
really.
As long as I don't fall down the thing, that's the whole thing. I may have just for just a little bit.
Look, you're gonna love it.
A 2.
What?
I kicked the fucking rock. Fell down the cliff.
He
get
rolled
that
a
one.
1.
Did you get a 1?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man. All right, roll 2d10. Do you know
Oh,
what
no.
do you know what d10 are?
Yeah.
2%.
You might have to roll one of them twice since you have a d10 and a d100. They look similar. That's how much bludgeoning damage you'll take when you hit the ground.
That hurts.
2 D10s.
Yep.
2d10 bludgeoning.
7
Okay, that's
and 5.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no.
7 and 5. I thought he just said 7. I was like, oh, that was an awesome roll. 7 and 5, so 12 damage.
12 damage. That's a pretty good chunk.
It's all good. I can heal that.
You did not fall, but you got rug burn on your hands.
Luckily, I got dwarf hands.
It barely fell through your calluses.
That's right.
And Taryn made it down with
12.
ease.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like, you
Okay.
guys suck at this.
The good thing is, 12 damage, like
So
when you're
Austin
level
literally,
1,
like tripped and fell.
you would have been dead. Level 3, it's just a little flesh wound.
The
Yes.
flesh wound.
Yup.
Luckily, you're a ranger, and
His face is all messed
you're
up.
not gonna
from the fall.
you're not gonna get hit as hard.
The way that works is every 10 feet of distance you fall, in free fall, you take 1d10 damage. So he fell 20 feet.
Yeah, so don't fall from the 50 feet one,
That will definitely kill you.
That would have been good for
unless
me
you
to,
roll a bunch of 1s.
good for me to have mage armor. I guess that
I'm
might
gonna
not have
jump
happened.
all the way down.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just
10,
ignores armor.
20,
Yep.
28. That is a horrible. That was a great percentile roll. There was all the zeros. 8, 9, 17,
Alright, so we're on the base now.
42
After
damage.
some damage taken.
Do you want to heal now or later?
Actually, I would still be alive at -9. I'd have to make some death saves though. I'd still technically be alive because neg 10 is dead, right? Isn't that how that works? Is that still how it works?
I figured you just take
I
6.
think it's when you get half of your max HP in the negative. That's when you die in 5th edition.
Half of your max HP.
Yeah. So in this
Oh,
case, it'd
so
probably
it-
be like 16.
Be -6. See, I would still be alive if I decided I was going to jump down there. I just have to make a lot of death saves.
Do you want to heal Smirgoff since he took damage, or do you want to wait?
I want to wait at first.
Okay.
We'll just let him sit there all.
I'm
You
not,
should
I'm
have
not-
to bleed,
looking.
Austin.
I'm not too concerned. I mean, he can bandage himself up to like slow the bleeding or something. I'm not concerned.
You're
with
on
the
your own,
this
man.
moment.
You were the one who fell.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
figure it out.
in all honesty, I mean, he took 12 damage. I'm going to say, what do you have for hit points?
13 now.
You're down to 13, so you only have 25 total.
Yep.
So he lost half.
He sounds very chipper for losing half his health. Yeah, I'll be fine.
He feels bad. He almost ruined it for us. He's probably loud, clambering down that 20 feet.
The worst part of it is he's embarrassed for how much noise he made, right?
Exactly. Hurts worse than the flesh wound.
Oh man, I'll grow back that leg I broke off.
I will go ahead and give him a cure. I didn't know that was half his life. I thought it was like a third. I will do.
Is that your spell
healing.
list?
Yeah. I will do a healing word.
Okay.
That is not a good roll. You get 8 of it back.
That's not bad.
So
Very
I
good.
for a 2 die 8 roll. I rolled a 5 with 2 die 8. See, that would have been better. Because I would have healed him all the way. That would have been 13.
All right. Guard tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
You approach the guard tower
3 levels.
with stealth.
Yes.
We want to
yeah.
be
Yeah, we
as,
want to be stealthy.
we
Okay.
want to be as stealthy as we are able to.
So then we do a stealth check for that.
Can I see? Are there?
Can you see
Did
anybody?
did anyone say anything when he fell? Did we hear anything?
No. No.
Good.
No.
Do we see anyone? Do I
got
see anyone?
13.
I don't see anyone.
Stealth.
I'm just looking to see if there's anyone outside the door.
No. No one else at the door. No. It's pretty open air for a guard tower. You haven't seen anyone up there.
Okay.
13.
And then we're sneaking?
Stealth.
Yep. Sneaky.
10.
10.
Awesome.
Right on.
11.
11. All right. You make it into the base of the tower. It's a 2-story tower with open walls. There's a little rail to keep you from falling out, and there's a single ladder that goes up to the second floor. Only 10 feet up in the air. Tops.
So the door's open?
It's not enclosed.
Oh, it's not enclosed.
Yeah.
So we walk up to the
It's a
thing.
very simple structure. Yep. Do you want to go up the steps?
Yep.
How's the perception check to see if there's anyone in there? Still don't see anybody.
No, you haven't. You still don't see anyone.
Good try.
Go ahead.
Switching dice.
Oh, that's good. 18 plus 4, 22.
You don't hear, feel, smell, or see anybody.
Oh, I thought we were climbing up the steps.
Oh, you're doing stealth? Oops. Well, I gave it away. Kind of weird if you tasted somebody. Intrusive thoughts, Dan.
There's a tinge in the air.
I chased your BO.
That's possible.
Don't joke, Dan.
Some people.
You get up to the top, and you don't see anybody on there. On that second floor.
So no one's
So this,
in this
no one's in
tower.
this guard tower? Alright, well, let's not forget about the ladder. Somebody might be coming.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt that they'd be switching if that's it. So maybe we should.
Do we see anybody in the compound?
Yeah, do we see anyone in the compound now that we're up top?
Not in the dark. It's still really dark.
Even with our dark vision?
No.
Not that
No,
far.
dark
60
vision.
feet.
Most I think you'd get is 60. If you had any further, you'd have something else like double sight. It's also dim light and black and white vision. So you see little flickering lights. Those are the torches. But other than that, you don't see anybody down there.
If there's no one up here, I think we should go down that damn roof ladder.
I think we should go to the cave.
Yeah, I
Can I
think
get a perception check while you're up there? You wanted to pull the ladder up, is that right?
Well, we were talking about,
if
but
there's
we
nothing
haven't done it.
going on. I think we want to go to the cave.
Okay.
If there's nothing
Let's
going
do it.
on in the guard tower, I think we're gonna head over towards that.
Well,
No,
it'd still be
real
Let's do a
quick.
interesting
perception check while we're up top.
to see if you do what you do on a perception check up there. So you'd be looking around, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're looking for people. You might see something else.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
14.
12.
16.
You hear and see activity to your right.
To our right.
As you're looking out that direction, you see activity down here. You hear chanting. You see torchlight down in the bottom. You don't get a great view of it because of where you're positioned. They didn't really design this tower to overlook that area. And it's kind of down a ways. But you can definitely see the torchlight flickering off of the cliff walls. And you hear activity going on down there. Definitely some things being said. It doesn't really sound like common. You have Draconic, right?
Yeah.
You hear a couple words in Draconic. Sacrifice.
Blood.
Dragon. Things like that.
Oh, we can go over there if there's no one around here.
Can we see from above? Will we be able, or is
We
it
should
in
be able to get
like
towards
an
the
oak
ledge.
So you probably could if you got down from the tower and like went over to the edge.
That's all I'm thinking. We
Yeah.
can go down from the tower.
Yep.
We can head that direction. We can like somewhat even crawl that way. That way we're
Alright, we
very-
see. We look.
very
Alright.
smart to see.
We're probably not going to get into this too much tonight.
Stealthy at a 17. Stealthy.
Oh, that's pretty stealthy.
Oh, that's lovely.
Nice.
Hey, you see this? There are 2 prisoners down there. Strung up on essentially crosses. Roman style. Let's change. Oh, wait, we are on the map. You are on it, man. Alright. I don't have a particularly special looking cultist for that spot, but he is a special looking cultist. Just so you know, blue guy is special.
Okay.
Then there is a mass of cultists, way more than I have, down here. Sort of rank and file. Imagine in your mind a little bit like a Ku Klux Klan meetup. That's what's going on here. Lots of fire. These are columns with torches on them. That's kind of what you're seeing, and there's chanting going on for sure. There are red candles that are lit surrounding the pentagram, and then one in the middle.
So can we clearly see the?
Oh, here's the special one.
Can we clearly see the 2 people that are on the poles, crosses, whatever you want to call them?
I'd say you can see them. You can't distinctly make them out.
Do they look normal?
They look like commoners. Like perhaps they were in the prison, but they were taken from the prison before you escaped. No mercenaries. Just cultists.
Can I hear anything?
Where exactly would we be then?
We'd be back here. Or
You're
like back up.
You're well up top somewhere like over here. I don't. In terms of hearing, you do hear things.
That's what I was asking because of the fact that when you look at the deal down there compared to where we're at, I guess so that would be back in your city.
Oh. Erlenthar was Leosin's last name. I did get that right. Erlanthar. Okay.
The only reason I was wondering that is because if they're sacrificing 2 people, if those are the only 2 that they have, what would happen if we killed one?
When the 7th star falls, the dragon will rise, and all will kneel before the flames. The world was forged in fire, and it will return to fire. We are the chosen ones to see it through. Our dragon is not some great beast from the past. It is the future. It is the flame that will consume the false gods and bring us new life. We are the chosen, the inheritors of the dragon's power. Do you feel its heat within you? Soon, all will be consumed. The doubters will be purged, and in the dragon's fire, only the true will remain to shape the new age. Tonight we sacrifice again, not to appease some false god, but to show devotion to the queen. Bring torches and oil. You guys went the right direction. I had material plan for this. Not to railroad you or anything.
No, it's all
So,
good. So,
where exactly are we at on this?
You are distinctly above. You're
way over here.
almost vertically above them. You're horizontally a little bit a ways, but vertically you're 70 feet up, and so you can hear the powerful, charismatic voice of this special cultist right here.
What's he wearing?
It's a little dark, so you can't tell what color, but he is wearing different robes than you have seen. They are surprisingly a little bit on the plain side. They don't have the dragon wings built into them. And he is wearing a mask that is different than the others.
I think we should just draw my bow and put an arrow through his head.
I think we would die.
Oh, we got a pretty good escape route.
We do.
Yeah, we have horses waiting for us.
Yeah.
We do, but that's going to make it very difficult to get into the cave. This seems like it's a ritual in my...
It seems like a common ritual that happens frequently. It doesn't seem like anything special. I do think now would actually be a good
13
time
religion
to
check.
get out and go check out the cave.
If
I
I
was-
can...
That's an interesting idea.
I was almost thinking of that same thing. Because there's really not much we can do here.
There are a lot of cultists.
Yeah.
There.
There's nothing that we can really do. I mean, the first thing that came to my mind is sacrificing one of them ourselves to possibly disrupt. But
That's even a gamble.
in my player knowledge, not my character knowledge, but in my player knowledge, it seems like it's just a standard ritual.
Yeah.
Nothing that is going to cause harm or do good or bad to anybody except for those two poor bastards. They're collateral damage. There's no way we can save them.
No.
And if we even think about attacking Big Head Honcho, we're going to be running. Because he... Yeah.
I want those dragon eggs anyways.
And all the cultists, I mean, the cultists aren't going to do a whole heck of a lot of anything, especially if we cut down the deals.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean, we would have to climb up that rope, we'd have to get to our horses, we'd have to try to escape. And then we'd just be running for a while,
we know how I
and
am,
that puts
so-
Greenus back in trouble. And that just throws everything for a loop.
So this is a good place to maybe stop for the night, even though I would like to continue because we're having a good time.
Yeah, I definitely think, that the next move should be rappel down. All the cultists are over there. This is our chance to get into the cave.
Okay, so if I plan for the cave, we'll do that next week, or whenever we are able to meet.
Right.
I'd
No,
like to
I
shoot
agree.
for next week if everyone's able to do that.
Yeah, I'm
Next-
Okay.
I'm totally able to do that.
Okay, so first week of experience, because we did milestone up to this point, and so you're each gonna get 50 experience points. Seems kind of low. Don't worry. Before you know it, you'll be in the thousands, and then the tens of thousands, and it'll be incredible.
Well, in all honesty, we killed what? We only killed 5 kobolds and 3 cultists.
So we
in
didn't.
this whole thing, and we did a lot of role playing. This was a big role playing session to get to the cave crawl. I
We
guess.
saved 40 people.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saved a shit
I
ton of
think
people.
you should all get a point of inspiration if you don't have one.
I already have one.
You have one? Okay, if you do not have a
all of
point
us should
of-
have one. I don't think any of us have used it. I almost used it today.
They changed the name to Heroic Inspiration. It's at the top of the sheet. It has enough. You can have up to 1 point at a time. That's a
Oh, now you roll a
mulligan
20, 30.
in case you get a bad roll. So you're essentially getting a mulligan for the next session, and I recommend trying to use them when you can because I
Because,
prefer to
yeah.
give them out more frequently than not. I think it's just cool that way.
I just gotta remember it's there.
Yeah.
Like if you fall off a cliff.
Like if you fall off a cliff, you can re-roll. Yep. If I had thought about that, I would have said something.
So you use it as a reroll. Can you also use it as advantage? Like I'd like to give myself advantage by using my inspiration.
I would take that, yeah. It's essentially the same thing. Yep. That's fair use.
Unless I roll 2 20s, I'll be like, you dirty dice.
Right.
Double crit.
Sweet. Let's see
Hey.
here. Okay, so the only other stuff, let's just go over. Well, I guess the dwarves don't matter so much because they're greenest. I was going to mention them. So Laos and Erlenthar is the monk Harper, and he is going to Baldur's Gate. He's going to Waterdeep. Excuse
Yep.
me. You want to go to Baldur's Gate event. I almost said Baldur's Deep. I'm suffering DM brain right now. You want to go to Baldur's Gate after you alert Verdusk. But you can't alert Verdusk until you get out of the, surrounding area of Greenest. Verdusk is, it's at least tens of miles away, if not further. I can get you an actual number next week. This is why I'm saying this at the end now, so when I'm reviewing the session, I can remember to look up the things that I forgot. It is currently, we'll say it's 5 a.m. in the morning. Took some time to get things set up. The cultists are engaging in a ritual. You are heading towards the cave. There were no men in the guard tower, and the rope ladder is still intact. There are eggs of unknown color that are dragon eggs in the cave. Dragons are actually distinguished by color in D&D. I don't know if you knew that. And then there's good dragons and there's bad dragons. So chromatic are the evil ones, metallic are the good ones. So a gold dragon would be a good dragon. A red dragon would be a bad dragon.
Red, yeah, evil. Well, they have neutral dragons too, because dragons go by alignment. Like your blue dragons, and I think your green dragons. Your green dragons are like lawful neutral. I think your blue dragons are
I've actually
true
got
neutral,
a sheet.
chaotic neutral.
I've got a perfect cheat sheet of them here.
Black dragons are chaotic evil.
There's also gem dragons. And then there's a platinum dragon, but you'll never meet one of those. That's what's his face?
Bahamut?
Bahamut is the only platinum dragon. Okay, I'm getting off track here. What else? You got the XP. No level up this time around. We'll get there. All right, I think that covers everything. Thank you.
Sweet.
I want a pseudo dragon.